All right. It is that time again. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever time it is for everybody. Welcome to Of Course, the show about nothing and everything at the same time. I am Burning Clock Studios. With me as always, Mr. Blue Kid 04. Oh my god, it is Valentine's Day, that's right. Happy Valentine's Day. Well, we can tell who has class here and who doesn't. Apparently not me, Mr. Blue Kid 04. All right, there we go. I got you unmuted now. I had you muted. I'm sorry about that, my friend. He wished everybody a happy Valentine's Day.
But you were definitely not classy.
Nah, I just proved it right there. We're good to go.
Not only did you did not tell anyone happy Valentine's Day, you also just completely muted me.
Yeah, I'm a horrible person. What have you been up to this week, man? Anything?
Yeah, nothing. Studying, taking up space, the
Same
usual.
old. What do we have on the platform for tonight? What do we got?
So we got roller coasters, video games, whether it be your genre, whatever type, whatever the case, and then we also have comics.
Ooh.
Right.
I like all of these. All right. Roller coasters. Jesus. Let's start with, when was the last time you were at an amusement park?
No, good point. Amusement park. Holy jeez. I don't even know, to be honest. It's been that long.
I've been to amusement parks within the last few years, like usually every year. However, since I've had my daughter, I haven't actually been on a roller coaster in over 6 years.
I think it's probably been about a good 5 years since I've been to an amusement park. Not longer.
Well, do you like roller coasters? Are they your thing?
I do. I used to not when I was younger because I was afraid of heights. Like, petrified of heights. Like, I'd be afraid to go on a first floor roof. Like, that's how petrified I was of heights. Like, 8-foot ladder scared me. Heights.
What's up, Broken Budgie? How are you?
I turned around and got a job where I was on the roof of commercial buildings. And it kind of broke my fear of heights.
Yeah, I guess that'll do it. That'll do it pretty quick.
Then I'm like, right. So I was like, all right, this is fine. I can turn around and do roller coasters.
Nice. Do you remember what the last one you were on, or do you remember what you liked?
Last one I was on was Steel Force at Dorney Park.
Okay, Dorney Park in Pennsylvania. Yep.
That was the last time I was on a roller coaster.
Nice. Did you have a favorite one outside of that one? Any places you've been to? Anything like that?
I will say the first one I ever did had it was the Super Duper Looper. I think it was Knoebels or Hershey Park. I don't remember which one it was. The original one was just one loop.
Mm-hmm.
I rode that one 7 times in a row just because I like the loop. The best place I've ever been in my life, because I've been around the country a lot, but I never been to a lot of I never went to a lot of amusement parks around the country. Like when I was in other states, like if I was in like California, I never went to an amusement park there. You know what I mean? I was just there. Right. But I'd have to say the best one I've been to is in Dayton, Ohio. Is that Six Flags?
Cedar Point, I think it was called.
Cedar Point. Okay.
Bungie, you want to enjoy roller coasters, but they intimidate you a lot?
Why? I'd be curious to know why. I can see why, though. Like, is it just the speed, the height?
Mm-hmm. RPG Dave, what's going on? How are you?
Dave, how are you? Nice to see you there. On
ahead.
roller coaster, remember the Wild Mouse?
No. The Wild Mouse. Okay. Was that a Knoebels? Yes. Okay.
Or Hershey, one of the two. Where that, like, it completely, like, you went straight and then just, like, would whip you around the bend.
That was an intimidating one. To paint a picture for everybody, it was a steel roller coaster. It wasn't that high. It wasn't that long. But you put you in if I remember correctly, you went into a cart with, it was only 2 rows. It was 2 rows. Like there was no shoulder pads or anything like that. It was just the lap bar, right? And am I right? I think it was just a lap bar.
It was, yeah.
And then when you're in those 2 rows, this little tiny, cart you're in, you would go whipping around these turns around the track like crazy. And they have like the opening. You thought you were going out of the thing. There's no way.
I thought it was a few times.
The stomach drops, they're uncomfortable for you. Mm-hmm. If you ever get a chance, Cedar Point, though, in Dayton, Ohio, I went out there purposely to go there on like a weekend adventure. You have to go 2 days because the whole park is like mainly roller coasters. It's a roller coaster park for the most part.
Gotcha.
There's like 20 some, I think. So you basically have to go there. It's like 2 days. That was like the first time I got to go on the rides
that had a lot of the magnetic stuff.
Okay.
Like the magnetic tracks, because we didn't really have them in Pennsylvania that much. Like Dorney
Mostly
and Hershey.
wooden.
What's that?
They're mostly all wooden.
Right. We never had a lot of like the technologically advanced stuff. We just started getting them, I think. But Cedar Point has a bunch of them, and they would like, you'd go, down a hill or whatever, you go into like a tunnel, and you basically come to a dead stop, and it would basically like magnetize the track or whatever it does, and it just launches you at like 100 miles an hour, and you're just gone.
I would love that.
It's like being on. It's like driving a Tesla. That's what it feels like. It feels 100% like a Tesla. They're awesome.
I want to try one. Now you're making me want to. Thank you very much. If we ever get out of this pandemic, I want to go.
They had this other one there that the whole point of it was it's funny because it doesn't break. I mean, I guess it breaks. I guess they call it a break, but what it would do was all this roller coaster is a one, like if I can make this look right, it's one track. Just you get in, it goes straight, it goes almost vertical. It's like it goes to like 95 degrees, almost vertical. It comes up to the top really slowly and comes back down. That's all it does.
So it's just like a big, like, it's a line, goes up, and then it just curves and comes down.
Think of like a half pipe.
Okay.
It's like a half pipe. But now what it does is hits you to over 100 miles per hour, because that's what you need to be able to make the climb, right? To go around and then come back down, and then it shoots you in reverse, I believe.
Oh, and you go backwards.
Yeah. But it's like, but I'm not even joking. You are 0 to almost 100 instantly. You're like, like they have so many like warning precautions.
I want to try that now.
Yeah, everything's like warning, like don't wear glasses, take your hat off. You must not let your arms like go outside of the coaster at all any times, like. But that's another magnetic one where it just instantly goes from a dead stop. You're like, all right, you ready? All right, let's go.
And you expect to like kind of take your time slowly, and then all of a sudden it's just, you're gone.
It just instantly goes, and you can sit there and just watch people, and you could like, that was one of the most fun things about it, I think, was watching all like the ladies or whoever sitting there in their seats ready to go, and they're farting around and doing whatever, not paying attention to like okay, we're ready, we're gonna go now, and you just see them like this, and all of a sudden they're like and like their whole body
because they figured it would just be like a little putt around. You're like
yeah, like they didn't take it seriously, and then their whole body got taken over, and they just got shit on by the roller coaster every time. Dude, it's so funny.
I do want to go to Disney though, and like see all that. I was never to Disney. Never once was to Disney, and I want to actually go because it looks so much fun.
I've never been to Disney myself. I was supposed to go last year with my daughter, but the whole COVID thing, and now I'm supposed to go this year with my daughter, but I don't know yet because it's still the whole COVID thing. So
right.
I have no idea. I lived in Florida, and I've never been to Disney. I did, however.
Would have to do.
Well, see, I did, however, when I lived there though. I had a year pass to Universal Studios.
That'd be fun.
So I went to Universal Studios a whole crap load of times. This was years ago, but I've been there a lot. You would enjoy that. And I mean, anyone would enjoy that. You'd have to suck so bad at life to not like it. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone would have a good time. Like, I don't see how you would. Well, how would you not have a good time? It's awesome.
I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, I've seen stories, I've seen videos, pictures, the whole 9 yards, and like everything that's there. But it's like, can someone really be that boring and not want to go?
Probably.
You think?
Yeah, I'm sure. Absolutely. I'm sure there's some people that are there like stomping around like, I hate this. They suck.
I would assume that'd probably be someone who doesn't like kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. What's up, Pew Pew? Yeah, someone who doesn't like kids. I don't know. I had a friggin' blast. I loved it.
Hold on a second here. I am having, apparently,
a baby.
My voice is showing up twice. Huh.
Oh, hi, Pew Pew. Sounds good. Oh, and your stream, you're showing up twice?
Yeah, apparently. Is that better?
Mute your voice. Mute your voice in Streamlabs.
It is. That's why I'm confused. Maybe? I'm going to assume that sounds okay.
I have no idea.
Sure. All right. Yeah, no, we're good. We're fixed. I don't know what the heck happened, but for some reason, technology.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, it's awesome. Cedar Point, though, if you ever get a chance to go to that place, that's damn awesome.
Is there even anything else in Ohio besides Cedar Point? I know there's Six Flags, but
I don't know.
Dayton's like out of the. No, it's not in Dayton, Ohio. It's not in Dayton. Is it in Dayton? Maybe it is.
I don't know.
It's not in Dayton.
I would.
It wasn't in Dayton. I don't know where it is. It's in Ohio, but wherever it was, it's so far out of the way. It takes like 6 hours to get there from where I'm at.
Okay. I mean, it's really not bad if you're gonna spend like a weekend or like a week.
Yeah, there was nothing else around it. Yeah.
No, it wasn't. Okay, so then it's kind of like a weekend thing.
I love roller coasters though. I just need to go I need to go without my kid. She's too small. She can't get on any of them. And I don't think she would anyway. She'd be too afraid, I think.
Yeah. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's in Ohio.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what Danny said. He said it's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I was like, I'm going to assume that's probably Ohio still.
I thought that was in like Tennessee or something.
That's the country.
No. Maybe they're all over the place. No. There's only one. I don't know. Who knows? I want to go on a roller coaster now so bad. We have in PA, we still have a bunch of like wooden ones that are hard. Like they're like, I don't know. A lot of other places don't have wooden ones anymore, but God, they kill you. They crush your back.
No, it's either one of those. It goes one of two ways. It's either your back's out of alignment, you ride one and you're fine, or your back is fine and it gets thrown out of alignment afterwards.
Right.
It's one or the other.
Yeah, they're rough. They're rough on your body, and your teeth are just chattling the whole time. You're just all over the place.
Especially the turns and everything. So it's like you turn, you're like,
oh yeah, smash your face off of that. Smash your head off of this. Oh, it is in fact in Ohio. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Well, there we go.
Confirmed.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a lot of cows too.
I've been to different places in Ohio. I don't really remember. They were all the same to me. Like I've been to Columbus and Dayton, and I don't even know.
I've never been to Ohio. I've been to mostly
Cincinnati
stuff.
Probably Cleveland. I've definitely been to all like the cities in Ohio.
I definitely have not. I've been pretty much East Coast, so like anything like on the coast, like New York, Jersey, Maryland, Delaware, Virginia, North Carolina. Like, you know what I mean? I've been on that little section there. But then I really want to go to Maine.
Maine's awesome. I would like to move to Maine.
I want to go to Maine. Strictly just in like the Halloween time.
Okay, yeah.
And then I also want to go to Massachusetts. I want to go to Boston.
Ooh, Boston. I love me Boston.
Never there, and I want to.
It's awesome. I like Boston. It's really expensive, but it's awesome.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not gonna go there every week. You know what I mean? It's like I just want to do it one time.
So you can get lucky with a lot of that stuff. You can get you can move to like the right places in Maine or like Connecticut, and you can commute to Boston and like live there for sometimes a little bit cheaper than where we live.
Wow, I didn't think it was that much cheaper. I thought we were like one of the cheapest states to live in.
You can get lakefront property in Maine for less money than here, and you're lakefront.
Seriously?
No joke. I'm not joking around.
Wow, I did not know that.
I look at this stuff all the time. A lot of times when I'm going to bed at night, I always have the TV on. I don't know. I can never not have the TV on, and it's either like old sci-fi stuff, like it's either old Star Trek reruns that I'm falling asleep to, or it's like house building or like house renovating shows. I don't know why I like them, so I'm always like falling asleep to that. And I can't tell you the amount of times that I've seen people buying like lakefront property in Maine for like nothing.
I've seen Maine. I've seen a lot of like Maine and like even Massachusetts. I've seen people buy like a lot of like lakefront or like the ocean side.
Right.
I've seen a lot of that lately.
Bungie was saying that they've been to almost every state. Only 6 left, excluding Hawaii and Alaska.
I'm jealous.
That's awesome.
I'm jealous.
That's really cool.
I would love to go to different states.
Big Ben, where you guys at? We're in Pennsylvania. Yeah, we're in PA.
One of the most boring places you will ever go.
But you can get in good like locations in like Maine and Connecticut and like commute to Boston. And Boston's really cool. Like it's nice. I like cities that are like it's pretty clean. That's what I like about it. I mean, like it's more clean than what we're used to.
Right.
But there's a lot of like cobblestone-y stuff too. Like a lot of sidewalks and streets have cobblestone on them.
I would assume that
awesome.
That's still kind of like a colonial area, isn't it?
I guess so. Yeah. Yeah, and then and then you go to like Massachusetts or Maine, or like all like where is it in Massachusetts? Salem, and go to like all the go there in the fall for all like the witch stuff.
Yeah,
the witch trial stuff. 3 cross-country road trips within 2 years. Saw most of the U.S. That's awesome.
My God.
That's really cool. That's the kind of stuff that that's that kind of stuff that when you're doing it, you never know how important it is when you're doing it. You know what I mean? It's only until after you've done it that you're kind of just like, damn, I'm lucky. Like, that was awesome, you know?
Right. You don't realize when you're doing it.
That's how I was with touring. Like, I loved it and I thought it was cool at the time. And I was like, this is really cool. Like, I'm really enjoying this, but it still didn't hit as hard until after it was over. And I think back on it and I'm just like, man, I'm so glad I got to do that stuff.
Oh yeah. I don't blame you. I mean, like, not many people can do that.
When you get older, like if you have kids, things like that, it sucks. Like, it's not that it sucks. Your life gets put on pause as far as traveling and stuff goes. You know what I mean? Now, some people still do it, but I mean, most people, I guess, don't have the means to really travel a lot when they just had a kid, or you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, at least not until they're older, anyway.
Yeah. But that's
Go ahead. I would like to do that, or I like to go out of the country.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on now. But it's still one of those things with a kid that's going to be 7 this year. I want to go out of the country, and I don't know what to do. Like, she has to go at this point. Like, I'm not going to leave her here. She's gonna want to go, but then it's almost like that selfishness steps in where I'm just like, well, I mean, you know, I want to kind of do that 2-month Euro trip, and I don't know how much fun I'm gonna have with a 7-year-old. You know what I'm like? For you know, I want to go to the pubs every night and get wild, and you know, because I'm 18 at heart apparently.
There's nothing wrong with that. Be 18 at heart. Because there's gonna be one day you can't do it.
Right, absolutely. Bungie said their friend's dad got a job in Idaho. Grew up in New York. Moved there, had way better luck finding a job there. I was here in New York. Homeless at the time. I used my tax returns that year to move in with him. Oh, wow. Worked for Google for a year. Got super sick. That state is horrible for job security. I was like, hey, come back to New York. I'll support you. So I drove back and to live in New York again. Oh, my gosh.
Jesus.
Thank you for sharing that story. I mean, that's horrible, but I'm glad that you're okay enough to share it. That's awesome that you overcame it and went through it. That's crazy.
That's tough. That's not an easy thing. I couldn't imagine being like homeless or anything like that or close to it. You know what I mean?
I've never been close to it as far as like, because I've always had a house. You know what I mean? Like, I've always had somewhere. Right. The closest I came to it was like on tour every once in a while, where I literally had no money, and it was like you like that day was like, well, hopefully someone's cool enough to give me food later because I really don't have any money. And like somehow I was just lucked out. I just lucked out. And that night, like somebody was like, hey, you're pretty cool. I'll buy you a sandwich. And somehow I got a sandwich. You know what I mean?
Sweet.
Like I'm not, so that was the closest I ever got. I would never consider it anything in the slightest of homeless or anything like that. But there was like a point where I was just like, I have absolutely nothing. Like right now, I will later when I go home. But right now I have nothing. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm sleeping on a friggin' bus floor, basically.
Oh.
What I was doing.
Oh.
So Danny said last tour he was on from Scranton to Santa Cruz. Took 80 the entire way. Before that, he only went to the west to Pittsburgh. Gotcha. Oh my god. Even the drive to Pittsburgh is horrible. It's 4 hours from where we are. I hate that. I hate that drive. It's a boring drive. 80 is the worst. Danny W drove across the entire country in 7 days to play 3 shows.
I feel like that's a complete, like, just a zoo.
What's that? Driving across the country?
Yeah, well, in 7 days for 3 shows. Like, I feel like that should have been more. If I'm going to spend 7 days driving, like, I think I'd want to play more than 3 shows.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just me.
It happens, though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're not wrong by any means.
I know. I've been out and I've had shows cancel while we were out, and it's just like, well, now tonight's off. That night's off. You know what I mean? And there's just nothing going on.
Right.
That's crazy, though. But yeah, if you ever get the chance to do it, definitely go.
Oh, I want
do something. And at least even if you don't want to, just do it. Actually, you know what to do? I got to be honest. You know what the best thing is to do?
What's that?
Cruise. Go on a cruise.
I am. I was supposed to go last year. COVID lovely happened. I was supposed to go in September. They pushed it off to November. November. And then turned into, they pushed it off to this November.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully this time around, because then I'll actually be going to Florida because they're leaving out of Miami. So I'll be able to go to Florida and then go. We're going to like Bahamas and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I've never been on a cruise. I don't mind boats. Like boats don't bother me or anything like that. Like that doesn't bother me.
Dude, let me
So-
tell you all about it. It's my favorite thing in the world.
I want to so much.
Big Ben says, Brandon, what band were you in? I was in a band called Goodbye Soundscape. We weren't like a big band or anything like that. We did okay, I guess. I got to put out 2 national and actually 2 world released albums, oddly enough. Because they were selling our albums in Japan and Europe and shit like that, which was crazy, but we weren't like big or anything like that, but just a thing we did for a while, which was really fun.
Well, there was what was I gonna say? There was a few people at your work were in a band at one point. I think 2 of them, weren't they? Mark and
band with me.
I don't know about with you, but Mark was one of them.
He worked there.
He does work. Mark does now. He's a manager in Lexus, service manager.
Oh, I don't know.
He was, and my real estate agent was. They were actually in the same band. They were pretty big. I can't remember the name. I'll have to text him and ask him because I don't remember. But they were pretty good.
Gotcha. Oh, but a cruise though. Oh, dude. Oh my God. I don't know what it is about them. It's just magical. You just get on the cruise. You get into international water. I'm not much of a gambler. I really don't like to gamble, but I'll gamble on a cruise. For whatever reason, I don't know. Your odds are amazing every time you're on a cruise in international water because everybody wins. I don't know how, but they just do. So you're going to win because it just happens that way. And then you get like the food and drink pass. Dude, if you like to,
bad idea.
Oh, no, great idea. If you want to drink, beer or, whatever mixed drinks, just go all day. Then you can just walk around the cruise ship at night, look for stuff. Some of them have dance clubs. You go to the dance club, drink, go dance for a while, have a bunch of fun, then go back to your room and then stop in like the food area on your way back. Fucking make an ice cream, slap that ice cream in your face for no reason at all. You can do whatever you want. Like, that's what's so awesome about it. You literally just do whatever you want.
It's just a free game of doing whatever.
Yeah, and then if you go on a cruise that does like multiple stops, that's like the best because then you can see so many cool areas. And like at the end of the day, like you don't need to be in the Bahamas for more than one day. You just don't.
Right.
So if you go on a cruise that does like multiple islands and multiple places you can stop to and check out a whole bunch of places in one trip, you know what I mean? That's the way to do it. I've been working on cruises. I have one more dive left unless I go local, but I've been working on getting a scuba diving license. So you have to do I think it's 5 dives with somebody before you can go by yourself. And I'm 4 in.
Nice.
And I've never dove like around here like in a swimming pool or a lake or anything like that to try to get my license. I've only ever dove like on cruises, like Bahamas. I went diving in the Bahamas.
Okay, because they offer that. You can go on like dives and stuff, right?
Yep, absolutely. And it's fantastic. I like scuba diving too. It's super cool. Super cool.
Never done it.
Bungie said the first trip they went north, second trip they went in the middle of the U.S., the last trip looped south, then back to the north, and across almost every state. Jesus. And Danny was following up with the tour was cut short from a week of death in one of the bands. Oh God, should have been Washington or 2 days in California, 2 days in or is that Arkansas? Yeah, Arkansas. But only played in California for 1 day. Gotcha. Jesus. Seems you guys had lots of fun. Absolutely. We're always having fun.
Right. Always. You gotta
trying
have
our
fun.
best. I will have fun playing with rocks in the street somehow. I'll make a game out of it.
I'm sitting here playing with the tape measure because I was just music. It's just to hear the click, it's amusing.
But yeah, if you get a chance, like definitely take those cruises. And I think after you do one and if you enjoy it, you're just gonna be like, oh, I'm sold. I'm hooked. And you're just gonna want to go on more of them.
Oh, I probably will. I guarantee you I probably will. I'm gonna almost promise you that one.
Yeah, they're definitely super good. And I guess if you drink a lot, I guess it's pretty fun too. And I really don't drink that much anymore, but except for in like those scenarios, you know what I mean?
Right. When you're out and having a good time and you get to actually relax and stuff. Like I can say, like I would drink, but I think that like on a cruise be my first one. I don't think I'd want to drink that heavily because I want to take it all in and enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like the first time on the cruise I wouldn't drink that much. But maybe like a second or third one, I would.
Right. Nah, you drink that much. If you go on like a week-long cruise, it's gonna take you 1 day to get completely. You're gonna get completely. You're gonna know everywhere on the cruise ship already. You're gonna be like, that's dance clubs there. That's the casino there. Depending on what kind you have. That's like the there's hot tubs there. There's a pool outside over there. That's the big food area there. There's another one there. Like you're gonna know everywhere. And then you're like, all right, now what do I do? Oh, let's get drunk. He's gonna drink. I drink every day, all hours of the day, the entire time.
I mean, just all you do is go back to your cabin, just sleep.
Yeah. But
then
like
you recover and you do it all over again.
But then you would like you land in your like port, like so if you're going to the Bahamas, you'll like land there and they'll be like, all right, go hang out in the Bahamas for 8 hours. Okay, so you leave the cruise ship, go hang out in the Bahamas for 8 hours, go back onto the boat, and just you're back to drinking or eating or doing whatever you want.
Right.
It was awesome, definitely
Can't
awesome. Bungie said they've gotten to see Mount Rushmore, Black Hills, South Dakota, Red Cliffs of Nevada, so the Rainbow Acid Pits and Old Faithful Top Blow. Oh, in Yellowstone, that's awesome. Went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Got a true Wisconsin cheese wheel. Cheese. So the glow of Las Vegas from 100 miles away as we drove towards it and got to stay inside the pyramid and the Grand Canyon. I will never take any of it for granted. That's fantastic.
Right.
That's awesome. That's living. That's awesome.
I want cheese now. Thank you, Bungie, for cheese. Now I want to just cut up cheese and crackers. And
I always like. I can't remember when I was in like Wisconsin. I know I ate cheese from like local places in Wisconsin, and I remember it being awesome. But sometimes I order cheese from that WisconsinCheeseStore.com, and I don't remember if it's as good as the cheese when I was there, or if it's just lying to me because I pretend it is. I don't know. It's all good. It's good.
There's such a thing as a Wisconsin cheese store.
Mm-hmm. It's a website, and you can order Wisconsin like cheese.
I need to see this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to after this look.
The biggest thing was they have like the cheese curds everywhere. There's a lot of cheese curds.
Yeah, right.
And they're like, it's like a normal thing to have cheese curds everywhere, which I'm fine with because cheese curds are freaking awesome.
Oh yeah, they are. I can't.
And the best ones are the squeaky ones, the little squeakers. You bite into it and it's squeaky. It's squeaky. That's when you know it's good. That's how you know you have a good cheese curd. It has to squeak at you.
I have never heard of squeaky cheese.
Yeah. That's how you know you have a good cheese curd.
I've never heard of it. I'm not gonna lie, I've never heard of it.
It has to squeak at you. It has to squeak. Kurt Walters, what's going on, man? How are you?
I'd be afraid I'd be like eating a mouse, like hearing it squeak and think it's a mouse.
Matzo fries. Oh no, it's not. You're definitely not. You're not gonna think it's a mouse. It's in your mouth.
Doesn't mean anything anymore. Nowadays, who knows? Everything ends up in something.
There's a lot of cool places out there. I don't know. America's like weird though. I have to say, America's definitely a little bit. It's not as exciting. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's some cool places and then not so many other cool places. Whoa, Dr. Sexy Time coming in for a 24-month subscription to my channel. Wow. Yikes is right. Jesus.
24 months. Holy cow.
That's exactly 2 years subscribed to my dumb self. Thank you, sir.
I don't know what he sees in that one.
I don't know either. I'm just going to keep giving him the garbage I've been.
Get the shovel out. You're going to need it.
But everywhere in the States, it's all the same. It really is, for the most part. Other than like those monumental, things like the Black Hills of South Dakota and Yellowstone and Rushmore, like that. Like that's different. Yeah. They're different sights to see. But I'd suggest at least seeing honestly, I'd suggest at least getting out to like California too at some point, just to see.
I wanted to, but I don't know.
Just to see the coast, to see. I forget the name of the highway, but to see like the coast over like the rocky coast overlooking the waters and all that stuff.
Yeah,
it's just awesome. You know what I mean? Just to get those views, But other than that, stay away from LA.
Yeah, I wouldn't go to LA. I don't know where I would even go. Like, there's places I want to go, but I feel like I want to go to like random places. Like, I want to go to Arizona.
Nice.
Like, I want to go to oddball places like that. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I really want to go to Texas.
Big Ben's going to Oregon for the first time this summer. Nice.
Oh, I've heard a lot of people I know love that place.
Oregon. Doctor usually just mutes my stream and minimizes it and subs all the time. Guess I'm bad with money. It hurts because I know he's not lying. We think he's being funny. He's not being funny. He doesn't even know what we're saying right now.
No, you can see whatever you want.
He's already.
But but the worst part is, watch. He's not muted. That'll be the one time he's not muted.
Nah, he's muted. He has no idea. Nice. The Rockies, yep. Driving on the Sunset Strip was awesome. Had a beer at the Lemmy Lounge in the Rainbow. Nice. Very cool. Too bad. I'm not a fan of Los Angeles. I didn't like it at all. I'm like, it's too, I don't know what the fucking word is for that. I don't know.
Crowded?
Crowded's one. Weird. Like superficially weird. That's another. I don't like to explain it that way, but it's just odd to me. It's a very odd city. I don't know. I guess there's nothing else really like it. It's just I don't like it.
You know one thing would be really cool. Speaking of traveling and checking out places, since I'm like a baseball person, and I'm sure if Rio was here, he'd probably agree with me. I want to go to at least one baseball game at every stadium, even if I don't like the teams. Like I just want to go and see their stadiums.
Okay, that's a lot of stadiums.
About one per state, roughly.
I've been to a live baseball game before, but I don't even remember. I remember I've been to like a Phillies game, and I think I've been to a New York Mets game, but I don't remember I don't remember liking it that much. I'd rather watch it on TV. Baseball.
Baseball's more exciting in person, my opinion, than it is on TV. My opinion.
I feel like I couldn't see anything there. I don't know.
I guess it depends on where your seats are at. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what I mean? I think I'm just not. I'm so much not like that side of sports. I've never a good watcher. I just want to either play it or that's really it. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is. Like I don't want to. I don't like watching sports. I'm weird with it. Very weird with it.
I mean, I don't know. I rather watch. Like I can't watch like football in person. I can't do.
Yeah.
I'm complete opposite. Like you can't watch. You rather play the sport. Like I like football games. They're whatever to me.
Right. Big Bow, Kansas. In a random spot on the map within the states. I've been through Kansas before. I think I played a show in Kansas. I don't remember what city it was. Maybe it was Kansas City, Kansas? Is that a thing? I don't remember. I'm really bad with all of these things. Like I have my brain is done. Like it's gone.
Just fried.
Yeah, like I don't remember a lot of stuff like that because it's all just one blur to some degree.
Right.
I don't remember what's where or who's what and if I'm upside down or inside out.
Upside down and inside out.
I was trying to think
all about.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. What are the words that come after that?
Whoop, there it is. Tag team.
There it is.
Speaking of that commercial, that's the best commercial in the world now when they do the ice cream with the sprinkles.
There's a shovel. Can you dig it, fool? God, so stupid. It's so dumb. I think I'd be more like like country traveling is like out of country traveling is way cooler than state traveling.
Yeah, I would like to go out of the country just to see different culture and stuff.
Because if you went to like Europe, right, or something like that, like you can go you can go check out London, and you're gonna have a different experience in London than you would be in say Ireland,
right? Versus
going to Poland or Germany, or if you can get into Russia, like you know what I mean, like. There's so many different. It's totally different. You know what I mean?
Right. That's kind of what I want. I want to do that. I want to go for the food too.
Oh yeah. Or going to like Japan or something cool. You know. Or you can go to North Korea. No, I'm just joking. I'd go to South Korea though. That'd be awesome. I would absolutely go to like Seoul. That'd be so cool.
That'd be neat.
Absolutely. That'd be a really cool place to go.
I want to go to Australia, but I don't want to go and see all the spiders.
Well, I don't think that the spiders exist in like the cities. If you go to like Melbourne or something like that, I don't think if you're in the city, I don't think you're gonna have a spider issue. I think the spiders.
They're more in the country, aren't they?
Yeah, like I think
what they consider country.
I think the spiders are more of like what is it? Is it Queensland? Is Queensland? I think it is.
I don't know. I'm
pretty sure it's Queensland, or. I'm sure there's other places, but I know like that part of it is where it's probably more known with all the scary spiders. No, the cities, I don't think would have like massive, 75.
I doubt it.
Foot spiders.
I highly doubt it.
Right. Too many terrorists out there outside the U.S. South Korea and Japan would be cool. I'd go everywhere. Hey, Godcat, what's going on? I had the only one that I was weird. My friend of mine went to Madhouse. What's up? A friend of mine went to India.
Okay.
She went over there for 2 or 3 months, I believe. And I remember her telling me her experience in India, and it was a little scary. And now I don't think you or I would have the same experience she did, but her as a woman had a hard experience over there. You know what I mean?
Huh.
That she said she had to be very careful with the times that she went out to bars. She had to leave bars at certain times, and she had to be very careful with like taking cabs, doing anything like that as a woman. Is there was very?
They're considered property, I think, to them out there.
Yeah, she was very. She told me like the stories, like she was harassed daily, and after it happened, you know, within the first couple of days, going out to like a bar and staying late, she's like never again. She's like, so that ended. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
It was rough.
Maybe for the food, but I wouldn't want to go there just to like, you know what I mean?
She went there on like a school or a college kind of trip thing. So she went out there to study, and they got to see a lot of cool stuff. Like they went to a bunch of, you know, cool places and yada yada. But I mean, you're there for like 2 months or something like that. So she,
right,
you know, obviously
got to do something.
Right? Yeah, they had other stuff to do. The big continent of nope. Commander Zem says about Australia.
Right.
One big continent of nope.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that, like a lot of those like oddball countries like that, like I'd be really afraid to go to.
I'm not afraid. Is not so much afraid, more of like I don't know. Actually, not afraid. I'm more afraid about figuring out currency. That's what, like my fear.
Yeah,
I don't understand. I don't want to put the work into currency exchange. That's about it.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, that's.
But like fear, I don't know. I'm not really. I don't know.
I think it would just depend. And I hate to say, like, depending on where it is. Like, I'm sure not all parts of India are that bad.
Right.
I'm sure.
Right.
So, like, I'd be very, very nitpicky on what part. Like, you don't got to worry about the less crap. You know what I mean?
Right. I'm the kind of guy that could like. I could go to like Europe. I can go backpack Europe for months, and with like nothing on me except my backpack, and I'll go stay in hostels every night. Like, I'm okay with that. I could take those chances, as you know what I mean, or whatever.
Right.
I'd be totally fine with it. Like, I wouldn't go to a hotel. I'd go to like a hostel, and I'd just live with my backpack and barely any clothes. Like, I could do that. I'd be all right with it. Just say you're Canadian. Me? I'm not Canadian. I've been to Canada though.
Never have.
Really?
Nope.
Not even like above New York, Canada?
Not even close.
Oy.
However, we can't get there right now, so that's got to be put on the back burner.
You never crossed the border for some cheese fries and gravy?
No. Stop, because now I'm going to want to, and I know I can't.
Some poutine? That's good stuff. I'm just happy I'm happy. That's the best dish of Canada. Poutine. Oh, just say you're Canadian when you're traveling. Got it.
Either way, I still want to go to Canada.
Dude, poutine's like the best thing ever, though. It really is.
You need to stop. Cut it out right now. Because you know what's going to happen? I'm going to go walk my butt in the kitchen and get some food, and I'm going to come back with it, and it's going to just be me looking like a fat kid at like in a candy store.
But you have to have the right cheeses, though, in the poutine. The right, whatever it is.
What do they even put in it? I know what it is, but I don't know.
Gravy and fries, and then the cheese is like I don't know. I don't know exactly what kind of cheese it is. I'm stupid with cheese. But some of them, they have like the bigger clumps of stuff in them. It'll come to me, but it's really good.
Clumps.
It'll come to me, but it's really good. We have the most varied environments with the widest gathering of cultures in the world. Dr. Sex Time? Not really, though. Maybe. Matzo curds.
There that is.
I don't know. America's always been so like.
I feel like it's beaten to a dead horse only because it's like people like open up like you have Chinese restaurants.
There's nothing to see.
But it's not even that. I feel like going on the cultures. Like, yeah, there's a lot of different cultured restaurants, but I feel like it wouldn't taste anything close to that if you went to that country and had it.
Right. I mean, outside of like what do you see? Like, if you think of like the big stuff, if somebody was leaving their country and coming to America,
for a tour. They wanted to tour the country of America and see the sights. What are they going to see? What's that?
New York City.
They're going to
New
go
York
see
City.
New York City. New York City is going to be their city. So like Boston, that's probably out of the question. Seattle's probably out of the question. Portland's out of the question. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So they'll go see
Philly.
You'll go see. You won't even go to Philly because you just saw New York City. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nothing's going to compare to it.
Right.
Vegas.
So you'll see Vegas. You'll see New York City. You'll
Florida,
go to
some places in
Disneyland or Disney World. Right.
Right.
You'll see Mount Rushmore. You go to Yellowstone. You'll see the Grand Canyon.
And go home.
And I'm still thinking here. Hold on, wait.
Grand Canyon. No, there's like nothing else.
Right, that's what I mean. It's all the friggin' same. Every state's almost the same. Like, they really are. Think about it. New Jersey is practically Pennsylvania, except you can't turn left. Right?
You got to go around a roundabout or a half. Get off an exit and make a left.
Everything outside of New York City is the same as New Jersey and Pennsylvania.
Combined.
Every small city in Maine or Massachusetts is all the same. You know, Florida is a little bit down south is a little bit different because people are a little bit different. But that's it. The locational, not locational. The way things are laid out, the way homes are, the way the little cities are, it's all the same with the same shit. It's like there's a McDonald's still on every corner. There's still a Starbucks on every corner. There's still that's all. It's all the same.
Dunkin', yeah, I get it, and that's what I mean. That's why I feel like they're like. But you know what? To them though, their countries and like the cities and towns in their countries probably feel the same exact way as our country does to us. I almost guarantee it.
Smaller restaurants that were started by people that came from other countries. Sure, but I mean, I guess we're talking about culture stuff. Like if you were to go to like I don't know, if you were to go to like a lot of parts of like say England, things like that. There like there I know a lot of people still go to market, and they go to the market in the early afternoon, and that's the food that they use to make dinner every day. And that's like customary. You know what I mean? Like the customs, the idea of things are different. Like you're not going out to eat every day. There's no fast food on every single corner. Like it's a little bit, but not much. You know what I mean? Not the same. Or a lot of the other countries, like you're not really going around like there's a lot of restaurants, like not restaurants, a lot of stores like Walmarts and stuff aren't really around. So it's kind of like if you went to a store when you were there and you're like, okay, here's what I need. I need a drink of water. I'm parched. I need Tylenol because I have a headache. I need a toothbrush, and I need some glue in case we need glue at some point, and maybe a bag of chips. You'd have a really hard time finding all that in one store.
Oh yeah.
Do you want like over there? Here, you can. There's no problem at all. It's just totally different. You know what I mean? We have mountains, deserts, beaches, prairies, big cities, small towns. Yeah, but I mean, everything has that. Yeah, everything has that though.
I will say there's a place in the Poconos, somewhere by us. It's authentic German food. They do it out of their house.
Okay.
And what they do is they basically have the bottom floor. So it's like a double level. It's like a double house, but like one floor is just huge. They basically do reservations for authentic German food. Like the guy imports the beer, the food, everything from Germany to here and makes it how they make it over there.
Oh, that's awesome.
Dude, like I'll have to find the name of it. You'll have to try it. It is the best stuff you'll ever have.
I do want to try that. That sounds awesome.
I'll have to find the name of it.
Norton, what's going on? Norton, doctor said that's the point. It's the same everywhere, but it's not the same everywhere because the culture is different. You know what I mean? Your culture in Pennsylvania is going to pretty much be the exact same culture if you drive across the country and go to Seattle. You're literally going to be dealing with the same people doing the same thing. If you went to Japan, your life's about to change. You know what I mean?
You're mind blown.
It ain't going to be the same thing that you're doing daily. It's going to be different, a little bit different. People are going to be much different. Like it's going to be much different.
Right.
But I believe that's how a lot of Europe is though too. Like I don't think you wouldn't walk into like Russia and just expect to have the same day that you have here every day. Even if you went to like Ireland and hung out more inside like the town there
and tried to like with the locals, and all the locals are, I know a bunch of factory workers, and there's a lot of that there.
Farmers and stuff.
Yeah, like your life's not gonna be different because you don't have the same amenities around you. Like it's a little different. People do different things,
Right.
Norton, we're talking about traveling at the moment. Just traveling. We're talking about cruises. We're talking about lots of that kind of stuff. And also, we don't have we didn't get the math yet on how fast does your wiener have to spin to fly. We didn't get the math yet.
I completely forgot about that. I'm not gonna lie. I completely forgot about that.
Australia. I would think like, I don't know. I would think if you went to like Sydney, or if you went to like the bigger cities of Australia, I don't think your life would change. Like our daily life would change that much. I think if you went to like Queensland or that kind of stuff, then shit's different. But I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I've never been to Australia, so I really don't know. Canada would probably even be different.
Maybe, I don't know.
Which side? The more east or more west? Because I think that's two different things. Because if you go to Canada with like Quebec side, like more on the east side, that's totally different than the other side of Canada, where they're more used to snow and seclusion of everything. I don't know. Nope, all the same. Only Japan will have the biggest culture experience shock.
Well, I'll agree to that only because you know how far advanced they are compared to us. So, seeing Japan. So, seeing Japan and seeing how advanced they are, I think would be mind-blowing.
Well, they're definitely more advanced than we are because they have used women underwear in vending machines. So we don't have that.
I'm glad you know that.
It's an advancement that we don't have.
Good Lord. Thank you for sharing that. I did not know that was a thing. So thank you for just ruining my night.
Oh, God. Hold on. I need to read something really quick. I'm going to try to get this out really quick.
Oh, God.
Norton says that as a knob is cylindrical, the pressure distribution will likely be symmetrical and result in no lift. God. Now, let's say one is to shape their dick in an aerofoil. Then we could do some rough calculations. A very efficient aerofoil has a maximum lift coefficient of about 1.5. We're talking serious shaping of your dick here. All right. Using the lift equation, we know that L equals 0.5x, or times the lift coefficient, times density of air, times velocity of air passing over to the second, times the top surface area. We're going to assume that sea level conditions, because who doesn't like to swing their dick by the sea? Let's say the average diameter of the dick is 3.5 centimeters, and the average mass of a person is 80 kilograms. We get 80 times 9.81 equals 1.5 times 0.5 times 1.225 times V2 times that equation there. Solve for V, and we get V equals 400 milliseconds, faster than the speed of sound. Well, this ends up being 5,250 rads, which is 50,000 RPM. Taking some shortcuts, but you can see a rough estimate of the torture you'd have to put your little pecker. So you'd have to swing your wiener 50,000 RPMs to have liftoff. After it's crunched down to. After it's aerofoiled. That's hilarious.
I'm glad you took the time to figure that all out, because that is fantastic. So I'm going to use that as pointless knowledge.
Dude, that's hysterical. Oh my God. The helicopter dance. Why even bother? What do you mean, why even bother trying to make your dick make you fly? Why even bother? Of course you'd bother. Who wouldn't want to bother doing that? That sounds incredible. I could be playing something like Darkest Dungeon, but we are talking about PP velocity. You're more than welcome to go play Darkest Dungeon while I talk about PP velocity. I don't give a fuck. Do what you want, man. Don't bother me any. Your dick would burn off from the air friction before you ever got off the ground.
So it'd be like a giant fireball.
I'm not playing Darkest Dungeon tonight also, so if you want to bounce, it's cool. Just don't yell at me for doing a talk show. I'm not going to deal with it. Yeah. But yeah, there's absolutely used underwear in vending machines in Japan.
I can imagine other weird stuff they have.
I don't know. I've never been there.
I don't know either.
No, it's Flaming Dick Man. Or the amount of farts it would take to make you lift off.
That's a lot of Taco Bell.
Would it have to be a certain amount of farts, Sam, to make you lift off? Or could it just be one fart with the right amount of pressure? You know, like one long... Is there a college for penis flight? There might be.
It could be. I'm sure it's somewhere. Someone's something.
All right, give Norton 20 minutes. He's going to calculate the as far as fart flying. We're going to figure out fart flying in about 20 minutes.
Oh, good God. Why do we get into these things?
I have no idea. 20 minutes and 30 gallons of baked beans.
Put a side of Taco Bell.
Oh, you know what we should probably go into? We haven't done this in like ever, I don't think. But I'm actually curious to actually go into it, and I just reminded to do it. Why don't we go into the second topic for once in our life?
You mean actually do something on time, the right way?
We've never done that before, ever.
No, we haven't.
We've never handled all topics, ever. What if you farted while swinging your dick?
That'd be a crop dust and a half.
It could be like, oh God, this brings us back to helicopters from last week. It would be like if a helicopter took off, and you know when they get to that right trajectory where it's wrong and the wind gets under them and they flip over really fast? That's probably what would happen. You'd probably instantly flip over and oh, it'd be so bad. What is the helicopter dick thing, Dr. Sexy Time? Well, if you would have watched our show last week, you'd know all about it.
If you didn't mute us.
I'm just joking.
If you didn't mute us.
Yeah, if you didn't mute us, you would have probably heard all the stories. No, we were talking about what RPM, or if it's possible that if... I can't even, dude. We were discussing last week if there's any math or science behind if it would actually be possible ever. Now, you're probably not going to live, obviously. It's not probably... In theory, how fast you would have... your wiener would have to move around in order for you to have liftoff and fly like a helicopter, basically. Road carnita rap crunch bodily function disorder. If you flipped forward while your dick was spinning that fast, you'd make one hell of a drill. Oh dear God.
No. There it is.
Is that the math equation?
Yeah.
Oh God. All right, there's an entire math equation. I don't want to read another one out though. I read it like that. I'm just waiting to see what this means. 5% of the speed of light. Jesus. Ping ping ding ding or pee pee. What is my preferred name? None of those, because all of those would make me sound like I'm a 5-year-old. I'm just gonna say wiener, because that makes me sound like I'm at least a 7-year-old.
Dingaling?
I can't say ping ping. That sounds ridiculous. Pee pee. That's I can't do that. I can't do that at all. You have to fart 5% the speed of light in order to fly by farting.
For 1 second.
You have to fart once.
1 second. 5% the speed of light.
All right, so I guess that'll never happen. But
so if you want to go 6 seconds, you got to fart 30% the speed of light.
Oh my God, my whole life without doing math, and I'm not starting now.
So you don't poop yourself.
Now, if you did poop yourself while trying to do that, and someone got hit with said poop,
oh jeez, they have a hole in them.
The speed at which, oh God, this is so gross. The speed at which that release would happen, you would probably put a hole in somebody.
Probably.
Like that would probably be full on.
Imagine that cop conversation for the coroner and the detective. How did this man die? Well, you see, it's odd. There's a hole the size of a turd, and it's just poop everywhere.
Yeah, projectile poopage. You're the second fastest thing on Earth. That's fantastic.
Maximus. Oh my God. The things we come up with here.
All right, so we'll try to go. All right, we'll get away from poop for now. Hopefully.
Oh, for now, okay.
Yeah, it's very easily may go right back to it. I have no idea. Let's try it. Let's try a second topic for once in our life. What do we think? We had a lot of topics already, but wow, we can try for a real second one. What's the second one?
Video games. So whether it be a favorite genre, type of game, or series, whatever which way you want to go with it. I know.
Well, we got to pick one. We can't. I don't think we could type. I don't know if we can. What do you want to? So it's either going to have to be. We're going to have to go with genre, or we're going to have to go with like game/game series. That could be like literally two different conversations. You know what I mean?
Right. Don't matter to me. Whatever way you want to go.
All right, well, you go first then.
Oh, son of a bitch. Nose goes?
Nose go. Oh, no. I wasn't ready.
No, that's fine. I'll go. Games. I'm going to go with game series only because.
Okay.
I have to go with Final Fantasy. I love it.
All of it? Like all of the Final Fantasies?
Up to 10 and like 10-2, like those ones were like where I stopped really enjoying them. Like I played, I played 11, I played 12, but like 10 really was because I love that turn-based. I like that turn-based type of gameplay.
Yeah.
So once they got into that live action one where you couldn't really like stop and take your turn, think about it, plan it out. That's why Final Fantasy gave me that. I love that one.
Gotcha.
Everything.
Well, I have questions for you. Give me 1 sec, though. RPG Dave, playing Darkest Dungeon. Thank you for introducing. Dude, no problem. I'm glad you're enjoying it. That's friggin' awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Norton, wait, what is it again? Needle 10% the speed of light impacting the Earth. It would be worse than dinosaur impact? Holy crap. Toyota Helixes are not available in the US. I had no idea. I don't even know what a Toyota Helix is. PewPew's also playing Darkest Dungeon. That's awesome. Already stoked for the second one. Sweet. Dyson Sphere program. That's the one I keep thinking is a vacuum cleaner, but I know it's not.
I thought that was a vacuum cleaner. I'm not gonna lie. When I saw Dyson Sphere program, I thought it was like an actual new vacuum, like vacuum simulator.
What do you think's your favorite Final Fantasy game then? Do you have a favorite one? I mean, can you have
10.
a favorite one?
I love 10.
10.
10. I loved 10. I don't know why.
With Titus.
Yep.
I don't like the guy with the arm. That his arm is perfectly normal.
What the heck was his name?
Do we?
What's his name?
What's his deal? Right, what's his deal? His arms.
I think I think it's broken permanently.
I thought he uses it, doesn't he?
No, because when he carries his sword, his left. I think it's his left arm is always in his jacket, holding it over, and he has the sword over his back, and it's always one-handed. Maybe it's just stuck in a shape like that. I don't know. I guess maybe it is, but the thing is, like I think about when he does slice though, he grabs it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, he does use it when I remember he cuts with it. Yeah.
Maybe it's just like I don't know. Maybe it's just sore from his past journey.
I always hated that guy for that, and I also don't like Waka or whatever his name is.
Why don't I like Waka? He's like
I don't like his outfit.
He reminds me of Maui from Moana.
No, wait. Actually, no. Never mind. I don't mind him that much. I don't mind him that much. Titus, I don't like his outfit. That's what it is.
With the black overalls with like the.
It's the weird thing on his like leg where it's like a puffy for no reason.
Like the chain type deal.
I don't know what. Yeah, it's just goofy looking to me. But I know I remembered. I liked that game. I thought it was a great game.
I loved it. I love that game. I just like the. Like I said, I just like that old turn-based stuff.
Yeah. No, I understand.
That's my favorite stuff. Now, I will say, since we're really quick on Final Fantasy, they released some new second part of Final Fantasy VII.
Some information about it?
Yep.
Did they really?
Yeah. So Vincent was not going to be a playable character.
Why?
They just weren't going to do it. He was just going to be a part in it. But apparently they're revamping him so you could use him as a playable character.
I would damn hope so.
So would I. But they're shooting. And actually the new one.
Mm-hmm.
The first half and then the second half is also going to be PC and not Xbox, PlayStation only. So you can play the second part. They're going to branch the first one into PC for Steam or EA or
That's supposed to be coming
Enix,
one. That should be coming what, this month or next month?
Something like that. And then the second part is also going to be PlayStation and PC.
Oh, okay, so the second one's not going to be PS exclusive first only.
Not anymore.
That's freaking awesome. Because my goal was to replay the game on PC when it comes out. I'm going to buy it and replay it again on PC. And I was hoping that's my main one then. Okay, awesome.
They are, yes. They are going to do that, yes.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Let me catch up really quick. PP was thinking about making a game called Chicken Tender Defenders. I like the way it sounds. Gotta be honest, Chicken Tender Defender. Sounds pretty good. Norton, what was your first experience with gaming like? My first experience with gaming was in television.
Mine was just a regular Nintendo.
Mine was an Intellivision. They looked like this huge remote control, and each game had like this little card that you'd stick into the controller for no reason, and it was all press button. I remember playing skiing games on it, like skiing. It was stupid. And then I finally got a Nintendo Entertainment System, and it was amazing.
Yep.
And all I did was think about and draw Nintendo characters. It was the greatest ever. It was the best.
Life was easy back then.
It was. First game console was Super Nintendo. Mega Man was your vibe. Mega Man X, that's awesome.
Oh,
super good.
Mega Man's a good one.
Doctor's still wondering how did this helicopter dick thing start? If people weren't talking about the infamous Dongcopter pirate. I didn't even hear the word Dongcopter pirate. I think we thought of this. I don't know. It just came in mind. I have no idea about the internet. So if this already existed, I had no idea. This was just off the top of my head.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I don't know.
Whatever. Okay.
What the hell was I gonna say? Parachute pants. Final Fantasy VII is freaking amazing. Spent thousands. Yeah, that would have to be. Oh, man, it's so hard to say because I played pretty much all the Final Fantasy VIIs, but I gotta lie. I mean, I don't care if I have to be into that group. I'm not gonna try to be cool and go outside of the group. Final Fantasy VII, my favorite by far.
Yeah.
As far as that,
I enjoyed 7. I really did. I'm not gonna lie. 7 and 8, I really enjoyed. But it's just just 10 for some reason. I don't know what it was.
Mine would have to be like 7, 9, because 9's fantastic.
I haven't played 9 in a while, so I don't remember it fully.
9 is fantastic, and then I don't know if this counts, but Tactics, Final Fantasy Tactics.
Okay, I've heard of it. I never played Tactics. That shit is
phenomenal. Final Fantasy Tactics. Never that game was amazing. Try it. Get it. If you can get it, get it. It's amazing. Got to try Tactics. And then, of course, like Final Fantasy 3 or Final Fantasy 6, whichever one we were calling it. Japan, America, whatever. You know what I mean? That one's fantastic. But yeah, 7 was, God, man, that was... I played that on a stream. Well, at least I played Final Fantasy, the original. Final Fantasy 7 original I played on stream. I didn't play the remake on stream. But I'm going to probably, when they release the new one, I'm probably going to go through it again so I can cry on stream. Can't wait. I'm excited.
Someone better clip that when that happens.
Oh, there'd be a lot of crying. Absolutely. And I remember 10. I know I like 10. I just don't... I've only played it one time, but I know I liked it. And I remember Blitzball. Is that what it's called? Blitzball?
Yeah, I love playing that. That was like my biggest thing. I would just play that. Like, I got to a point where I had, like, when I first played it the first time, like, you're kind of younger, you don't really like understand like how important it is to level up and all that stuff, you know what I mean? And I remember getting stuck and I couldn't beat the boss in this one area. Like, I was just dead stuck. No matter what I did, I couldn't beat him. So I just spent my entire time maxing out my Blitzball team.
Yeah, Blitzball was awesome. And I remember 8 though. 8 had the card game in it.
Yes, it did.
And that was fantastic. That was probably one of the best mini games ever made, I think.
Yeah, I remember that.
I think I liked the Final Fantasy VIII card game more than I like Gwent or any of that stuff. I thought Final Fantasy VIII card game is like one of the greatest things of all time.
I kind of wish they would have. Well, and it's funny you say that because they did make a trading card game for Final Fantasy, like real life. Like they did. Really? I remember they did. I remember the cards and everything. But
Contra, absolutely. Super hard late game. Yep. Plants and Zombies. Or arcade still a thing? Yeah.
Arcades are. Well, I mean, there's not many out there, but there's definitely still a thing. We have retro. A retro one around here. There's a bunch of them that they still, and then you have all the Dave and Buster's and stuff like that.
The only thing they don't really do anymore, and I kind of miss, like, remember back in the day they used to have like the game stores where you actually go and you could do tournaments and everything. Like they have like a line of like Xboxes or PlayStations, and you'd be able to go in and like you know what I mean, do that.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be something to do again.
Right. Yeah, I don't know, man. I haven't been to like arcade stuff in a while. I don't know if they put like really big, like, because the new games are so much different. Like I probably have no idea what like a new arcade game is, but there's like a lot of people that are into pinball still, and there's pinball arcades in cities and stuff like that. I know New York City has a really big club, like a pinball club. There's a lot of big pinball people. That's still
there's not around here. There isn't that I know of anyway. There could be. I just don't know about.
Game trucks. Those were the shit. I did a few of those before my birthdays. What is a game truck? I've never heard of that before.
I have no idea. You're in the dark like I am on that one. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, Pew Pew was talking about a game truck. Went to a few of the King of Fighter tournaments when I was younger. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's definitely
was
cool.
Was that like an 18-wheeler in the back of a truck? Like in the back of like the 18-wheeler, and there's like just a bunch of consoles and TV set up?
Okay, I don't know. I didn't know that was a thing. I thought either went to an arcade, or I thought most arcades for the most part were dying because of people had consoles, and why would they don't go anymore? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Bang bus, but with video games.
Well, that's a great correlation right there.
They have games consoles on the inside or outside with TVs on the inside. Oh,
okay, I know. Okay. I remember seeing those. I've seen them at like you used to see them at like car shows once in a while, or
it seems like
stuff like that.
I gotta be honest, and I don't know. I don't know this, and it's okay if I don't know this. But if I were to, you asked me to invest in that, I'd say no. I would think that a gaming truck would not be successful.
Nowadays, no.
Not even with COVID. Just without COVID. No, I don't see how they make enough money.
Back then, yes. But the problem is now everyone's spoiled and they have PCs, game consoles.
Yeah, everybody has everything. Why do you need a game truck? Like who needs that?
That's what I mean. I wouldn't do it, to be honest with you. I wouldn't. Not now.
I'm not saying that some people don't have it or wouldn't have fun. They would. But I would say if you own the company, I don't see how they did enough business. You know what I mean? In like the 2001 to 2013.
Then I can understand that, because that was when like video games were big, but they were like expensive. You know, parents didn't want to spend $300-$400 or whatever they were at the time.
Rolling demos, got it. Big groups of people. Yeah, that's just something that has never been around my life. Like I've never even experienced. Right. I haven't even seen one.
I've seen one. Now that I think about it, I've seen them at car shows and like fairs and stuff. You'd randomly see them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I can imagine, like if I saw one at a fair, it's like, oh, cool game truck. Let me walk over there. What do you got there? We got some Halo. We got what's that? I'll just go home and play it. See you later. You know what I mean? Like that's what I would do, but I don't know. Maybe I'm an asshole. Probably.
I would say maybe.
Definitely.
Maybe,
Oh God. King of Fighter tournaments, man. Mortal Kombat 2 was my jam in the arcades when I was younger.
I was never good at it.
That was the jam. That was like it was when Mortal Kombat 2 came out, I think everything shut down. I remember, and it was like the coolest thing about it was you could walk over to there, and it's like, and everyone knew what they were doing. You walk over there and you put your quarters up on the top glass. You know what I mean? There's the plastic in the glass. You put your quarters there. They know. They know you got next. Everyone knows you got next.
Oh, no one stole your money. Thing. That's like even for the for pool tables and stuff now. Even at bars, they still do that.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah. So that's how you'd get into the Mortal Kombat stuff. And you know what was always funny? And I know I have talked about this on stream before. There's always that asshole. Every single day you go to the arcade. It's not even the same person. It was usually a different person that had like, you know, big sheets of paper.
No, that way.
What's that?
You being the asshole.
What?
With the big sheets of paper. I know exactly.
No, not me. I wouldn't. No, I didn't do this. No. But they would have like big sheets of paper with printed out that they did on their home computer in 1993 or 1994 that they just typed it up, and it would have all the finishing moves, all like the moves, all the fatalities, all the whatever. But then like
they would try to sell them to people all the time. Yeah, there's always that guy in every single arcade that tried to push his shit on everybody and tried to sell you those. You remember?
That was like,
yep, yeah. It had to happen everywhere. It was a nationwide thing.
And the thing was too with that, like that's when like the fatalities and stuff like that, you didn't know how to do them. You had to just figure it out.
Mm-hmm. But everybody was always selling them, and then there was always someone saying, "I got it. I got the nudalities." Somebody always thought they had the nudalities, or someone said that they got it. They got it work. They seen it. They swear to God they saw it. The nudalities are real. I've seen it. I have them on this paper. You want to buy it? Every single time. The nudalities are not real.
Nope.
I never fell for any of that shit when I was a kid.
No, never.
To be completely honest, I liked Killer Instinct more because I still like Killer Instinct too. I thought
Killer Instinct is good.
I thought Killer Instinct was one of the best fighting games ever made. Loved it.
VR Killer Instinct is fun.
VR?
Yeah.
What are you talking about VR?
So there's Killer Instinct in VR. I
didn't even know this.
Dude.
Wait, the new one? Like the mainest one that's out in Microsoft Store? Well, I guess it's on Steam now, maybe. I don't even know.
Hold on. I think I have it. Give me 1 second. I gotta find it.
There's also the guy who would never die and you would never get to play. Yeah, fair enough. True. Just made a character booklet. They let my friends borrow. Dude, yeah. Oh, God. Yeah. Ultra combo. Dude, oh.
All right, I don't have it. I probably have it downloaded on strict whatever.
Mm-hmm. So it's on VR. So it's the new one.
Yeah, it's the newer one. So basically, you just do the survive with the waves, or it has like a story mode-ish to it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, what I mean, Brandon, you can turn around, throwing knives, bats, everything. You can use in a Killer Instinct game, guns, the whole 9 yards, reload, everything. Wait, you have to run around.
Like, wait, what do you mean bats and guns?
No, they changed. So Killer Instinct now, they don't do it. I know what you're thinking about, the arcade type of Killer Instinct.
Yes.
Right? Okay, they made it to a first-person shooter at one point.
Oh. Okay, that's not what I'm thinking about at all then. Okay,
no, but I'm just saying, generally speaking, take like Killer Instinct, but take like all the characters you know.
Sure.
And make it a first-person shooter.
Got it.
And you just have to survive as long as you can or go through a story.
Okay, so I thought of playing Killer Instinct, but in virtual reality, I'm like, I staring at my opponent, like punching at him. Like, I can't do an ultra combo in my room. I'll freaking kick my desk over. Like, I don't know what
but
I'm
they
doing.
did it to where you actually like horror games with first-person horror games like that on VR.
Mm-hmm.
If you have not tried them or anyone has never tried them, you need to do it.
Mm-hmm. I never
have
did.
To.
Never
have
played
to, dude. It's so good.
Capcom versus Marvel. Yeah. God, what is it? Ultra Cap. The third one. Is that the third one? No, I gotta go look for it here on my computer. Marvel. Oh God. Yeah, I've never played any of those games.
Dude, I'm telling you, VR is the most exciting time you'll ever have.
Really? I don't know.
So much fun.
I don't know if I could handle it. I think it's too much for me to handle, to be honest.
Depending on the game, yeah. Some games, yes, they can be very, like, wild. But most of them are all, like, laid back, for the most part.
I think I would like not Final Fantasy. Resident Evil would probably make me shit my pants.
Yeah, I did it. The VR, the 7, the Biohazard.
You shit your pants?
Pretty damn close. I played it in VR. It is one of... It's wild. That stuff scares you.
Right. Ultimate Marvel versus Capcom 3. That's what I was trying to say, Norton. I practiced that shit for a while, and I used a fight stick and everything, and I just tried once to try to see if I can get somewhat decent. I just, the amount of time it would take to be decent, I don't have it in me.
I'm not good at those. I can't do, like, arcade type fighting like that. I can't do it.
It is fucking hard. Like, to be good. Like, to be decent, it's hard. It's absolutely hard.
I'm awful at them. I do them for fun. I like them.
Marvel vs. Capcom 3. That's a hard one to be good at. That's a really hard one to be good at. Like, really, really, really hard. Like Injustice 2? I think I only ever played the first one. Subnautica went VR, I'd die. Oh, God.
Ark is VR.
Ark is VR?
It's not scary, but...
Subnautica VR would be pretty
Yep.
Or the Alien franchise in VR. I don't know. I never played.
Some of the stuff there.
I never got to get through Alien Isolation. I was too afraid of it. So I couldn't even imagine that game in VR. I couldn't even imagine it. No. You hate the deep ocean, terrified of it? Yeah. As I was saying, I like to go scuba diving, but when I go scuba diving, like on like a vacation, I'm in like a coral reef. You know what I mean? I'm in like
kiddie pool.
I am in a clear water coral reef. I'll go 20 feet down, 20 feet down in a coral reef, and you could look up and you can see the sky. Like there's no, you're fine. I am afraid of pitch black water, open ocean. Like if someone was like, "Hey, let's try scuba diving out in the middle of the ocean," nope, no. I don't have it in me to do that. That is absolutely horrifying to me. I don't like when I don't see anything under, like around me. That's the problem. I couldn't do that. No way. No way. Nope. That's where I tap out at. I would go skydiving or like crazy shit like that before I would go scuba diving in the middle of the ocean. That'd be I'd be done.
God knows what's right behind you.
So if you played if you played Final Fantasy, sorry, I'm like swinging it back.
No.
If you played Final Fantasy, that was your jams. At the time, like, were you also into like a lot of like the other Sony like RPG stuff?
Yeah, I wish they would remake it.
Wild Arms and
Wild Arms, I loved Legend of Dragoon.
Legend of Dragoon is a great game. Great game, yes.
I wish, for the love of God, they would bring that back or remaster it.
They probably will. Who owns it? Is it Squaresoft? Was it
Square Enix?
Square Enix?
I don't know if they're still going to. There's been that. There's been, remember Chrono Cross?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That too. I love that game.
Hmm.
I'm trying to think what other ones there were that I used to play. Wild Arms that might be newer, but I started playing or tried playing Trials of Mana.
Okay. Yeah.
Weird ones like that. Like I really like playing like turn-based stuff like that.
Right.
I know not so much now, but like Persona. I know it's newer, but Persona I like.
Gotcha. I only know of Persona from Ryu Z28, to be honest.
Yeah, I liked Persona. I liked it. I liked watching it. The anime I watched, you know what I mean? Like it's cool. I like it.
Yeah, I don't. Man, I was when I was younger, I was super into like the JRPG stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if like really good stuff has been out since then. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, well, it has been out, but like it's not. I don't know when I fell off the train. You know, if that makes sense. Like I remember playing Wild Arms and loving it, and I remember what's it called? Legend of Dragoon, and I loved it. But then for some reason, like I stopped playing those games. Did the next console just not have them as much? I don't even know.
So basically, it's like a thing that they're gone now. Like I don't know what it is. Like Persona still does it. PS3 is the last console you can play Legend of Dragoon on in Chrono Cross. I have one just because I bought a PS3 just for that reason.
Oh shit.
But I know the turn-based to where like it's not real time turn-based.
Yeah.
I'm playing on my Xbox now. Remember the Yakuza series?
Mm-hmm.
They made a new one called Like a Dragon.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's turn-based.
Oh yeah, I heard that. Yeah. Yep. Got it.
That's nice. But like stuff like that is like really where I go. Remember even was it Dark Cloud?
I don't.
On PS2, where you had to go to the dungeons and you had to collect the pieces to rebuild the towns.
No,
I might
remember
be
that.
Dark Cloud. Was it Dark Cloud? I'm gonna have to look because I'm kind of almost curious that it is.
Norton said something that caught me here really quick. Shadows of the Colossus is amazing. Shadows of the Colossus is in my top 5 most influential games of all time. By the way,
never played it.
Of all time, when I go for like my top 5 like most influential games ever, we're talking. They have to be a game that changed everything for me. Like that I look at and I can break it down, whether it's simple or not simple. I need to break it down and go, this is why this game's awesome. And Shadows of the Colossus is awesome because no one thought to do something as somewhat simple as it is. It's brilliantly done. And
I've never played it.
It's outside the box. It's outside of the box. Did you ever see it before, Blue Kid?
I've seen like short like clips of it, but I've never actually watched gameplay or anything like that.
So the coolest thing about it is the team that made it, Team Ico or Eco, however you say it. They had a game before it called Eco or Ico, whatever. The art style is the same, and you're living inside the same world, and it's a mysterious world that you kind of get a little bit, but not really. And they very much do not tell you anything about it at all. And that's something I love about it. It's more up to you to figure out to some degree. But then Shadows of the Colossus, again, same art style, same concept, same whatever. Oh boy, what happened?
So Norton comes over to my chat. He goes, okay, he's like, let's have a wee chat. Play Shadow of the Colossus, damn it.
Who said that to you?
Norton.
Oh, gotcha. But so
I will. I need to. I've heard amazing things about it, but I've never watched gameplay. Like I've just watched clips of it.
So I won't spoil anything or whatever, but the second one is, you're this boy or whatever you are, I don't know. Your girlfriend or sister or you don't know is basically dead, and you can revive her, or so you're told, by killing the Colossus in the area. You have a sword, and when you point your sword up in the air, the light hits it and shines in the direction where a Colossus is going to be. Okay. So it's almost like this game is, here's why it's brilliant. The world is humongous. You could explore this huge world that doesn't even have Colossus by it. You could just go explore. It's brilliant. They literally put you in this world. You can just go explore, go wherever you want, do whatever you want. But then the idea of the Colossus, it's so brilliant. Not only do you not have to fight the boss, it turns into, you have to figure out, because it's so mammoth and Colossus, you must figure out how to scale by grabbing its hair and moving up and shimmying along its bracelets or whatever. You have to figure out a way to climb the goddamn thing, get on top of its back or its head, and stab its like weak point. You know what I mean? So you'll spend a half hour just figuring out how to even attack the damn thing. You know what I mean? So half the game is you find it, explore, have some fun, then find it, figure out how to get up the thing just to kill it. And then you're going to feel horrible once you kill it. Every time. You're going to feel bad. It is a must play.
So it's like an open world, but it's also like a puzzle /
Yeah, sort of. Yeah. But it's funny because no other game existed like this. I don't know why. Like, that was the first one. It was just... What? Like, when I first played it, I was like, this is brilliant.
Mind blown.
Like, well, yeah, because at the end of the day, all I'm so used to doing is, let me play this game. Oh, it's a platformer. What do you do? Oh, it's going to be hard. All right, cool. I'm going to enjoy it, but I've done this before. You know what I mean? Or I'm going to play a shooter. Oh, what's it do? Oh, I go shoot stuff. Oh, okay, cool. Why is it different? Because these guns are different than that one. This one you can slide, and this one, the recoil's weird in it. Cool. I've done it before, but I could see where it's a little different. How about an action game like Zelda? Go play Breath of the Wild. Oh, cool. It's a really big, open world Zelda game. That's awesome. It's fun, and it was fun. Go do Zelda stuff. Go do your dungeons, yada yada. I've played this kind of game before. I've done it before, but this is cool. Play Shadows of the Colossus and go, I've never done anything like this before. That's why the game's fucking awesome. You know what I mean?
Well, wasn't there a game that came out right around the PS4? Right beginning of PS4 came out, where you were this kid with like his fox dog eagle thing, and he helped you around. Like you had to figure out ways of getting around the area while he followed you around. I can't think of the name of it.
Fox dog eagle.
Yeah, it looked like a chimera almost.
Fox dog eagle.
Oh, what the heck is the name of it?
Fox dog eagle. But yeah, while you're thinking about that, Shadows of the Colossus is in my top 5 most influential games ever made.
The Last Guardian.
That's by the same team.
It's the same concept.
That's the game that's the third game that they ever made. Yeah, it's in the same world. Same world.
Okay.
Same team, same design.
I played part of that. I played part of that.
Yep.
And that's what made me remind me of it. That's why I was asking if it was the same.
That's the third game from that company. Yep.
Okay.
From
so it's the same. Okay, so now I know what I'm getting myself into then.
Sort of. That game's much different though, because that's more like very puzzly. This one,
but it's the same.
art style, same, all that stuff. Yeah.
Gotcha. It's just a little bit different of what you have to do.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's absolutely like. If you want to borrow it, I have it on PS. I have the remake or whatever on PS4. I mean, I also have the original one if you have a PS2.
I do not have a PS2. I have a PS4 and a 5 on the way.
Gotcha. Like we could borrow the remake if you want. It's just not remake, but remaster.
Yeah, I'll have to.
It's damn good. Yeah, that's been my top 5 list for sure. What's the third topic? I think I might have missed it.
Did not miss the third topic. This is our second topic.
Yeah, I don't even think we had a. Do we have a third topic?
Yes, we do. Comics.
Oh, okay, yeah. We're not even getting into any of that stuff. That's forever away.
But Norton makes a point. He said the way things move around their games is just natural. Like, I don't understand how a company like that. This is just me. I'm generalizing here. I'm not picking on whatever. But they made this game look amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like nature of it, the animals, whatever the case of it is. Everything is just like, if you're like looking at us right now,
mm-hmm.
How come there's games out there that are bigger companies that can't do that?
I can tell you why. Because Team Eco is a passion company that cares about what they make. In the same sense that, I mean, you can name a lot of them, but like, who's the people that make, I forget their name, I always do. Who makes Persona?
I don't remember. Rio's here. I know Rio's here. He knows.
But that company, Atlas, they give a shit about what they make. And you can tell with a game like that. It's a passion project that they care about. Same with Team Eco. Everything they make, you can tell that they give a shit about it. You know. So
basically, they'd rather spend the extra time, extra year or two to perfect it, than actually try to just push a game out every year.
And it's not just that; it's sometimes a lot of the things that you're doing in the game are interesting or they're different because somebody really gave a shit about what they're doing and they want to do something new. The problem I have with games, and I don't mind shitting all over them, and I don't care. Well, I mean, obviously people aren't going to agree with me, but this is why I hate games like Assassin's Creed or anything that Ubisoft makes. Pretty much, period.
Assassin's Creed was great when it first came out. The first 1, 2 came out.
They just use the same engine and then just shit the same stuff on top of it and change the story. It's so stupid. Like, you don't care about this.
They are bringing back Ezio for the new Assassin's Creed.
Is that the original guy?
The original, yes. Now, Norton was saying Anthem had potential and it looked amazing. I loved Anthem. I played the living cow out of Anthem. The problem was it was too short. My opinion, it was too short. I flew through that game like nothing.
Yeah, I thought everybody in general hated Anthem. I thought that was like a big sign.
It was really, I enjoyed it. It looked great, played great. It was just too repetitive. It reminds you of like a Destiny type thing.
Okay.
Where it's all repetitive. And that's where they kind of fell apart. And they didn't release anything. They kind of didn't stay up on it. Gotcha.
It was kind of...
Right. Ryu just beat me to what I was saying. It wasn't Ezio, it was Altair.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, all right. You're right, Ryu. I completely forgot about Altair. But there's no confirmed person. The shadow of the video, if you ever find it, it's like a teaser. It's hard to see who it is. It's just kind of like a shadow figure of a guy walking. I don't personally think it's Ezio Altair because they had a long sword. Like a longer sword, like a saber. Altair and Ezio were more of like a, not that.
Saber wolf. Back to Killer Instinct there for a second. Sorry.
That's fine. Warframe.
I just have a problem with all that stuff because it's that design drives me nuts. The only one that I liked that I could say I really liked was and it's not by Ubisoft, but what was it, Gorilla something, whatever it was, I don't know, whoever made oh my god, I can't think, Horizon Zero Dawn. Like, I liked that.
That's a great game
because the story was, I was compelled by the story. I wanted to know what was going to happen. I loved it. But that's the same thing. But it's the same thing. Here's a big world, here's the side quest, here's the yada yada yada. Now, what they'll do different is they had a cool, interesting story that I liked. I got through it. Everything was done. If they were Ubisoft, they would now make 3 more spin-offs of that with the same engine, with the exact same design, just with different textures and some bullshit to throw all over it.
Well, you know, the nice thing too with Horizon was, it was different. Horizon was different because you had old school surviving type deal, like old school life, but you had new age, like the robotic stuff on it. You know what I mean? Like it was kind of like intertwined.
Yeah.
That made it neat.
But I guess my point is I've played all those kind of games before.
They're all the same, like Far Cry.
Far Cry, same fucking thing. All the same.
Same thing, day in, day
Watch
out.
Dogs, same thing. It's the same engine. You've played them all.
The only thing that was nice that Ubisoft made, and I know you're not like a huge first-person shooter, but Siege, R6.
I know the people that play that like that a lot, and I know the people that play the Division still like that a lot.
Division, I'm not a fan of. They got too repetitive to me for boringness, but R6, because that game is still coming out with new content every quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Still, to this day, I think you're on year 7, I think right now, or year 8.
Right.
Stupid, but I mean, it's just that game changes so much that it's not the same thing.
Right.
So, like the maps that came out in the beginning, all these maps are revamped because of all new operators and what they do. But if I were to hop in it right now, I'd be mind blown at what's going on because I just wouldn't have a clue now how to play certain people. They just keep revamping it constantly.
I've never played any of it. I don't know why. I stay away. I just stay away.
Very competitive. Very, very competitive game.
I know a lot of people that like played the Rainbow Siege or Rainbow Six Siege, whatever it is. Yeah, Six Siege, 19,000. People like that one. Ubisoft got too much into needing to release a game every year. Games like that cannot be another 2K sports game. Exactly, and that's why I always shit all over them and don't have anything good to say about them, even without playing them, because I just assume they're horrible.
They stopped that now. 2K games. NBA is really the only one right now. It's a 2K game still. Baseball isn't anymore.
It's kind of like how, it's kind of like what's going to happen with, like, say, Souls games. So we have Dark Souls, and obviously, like, Dark Souls is one of my favorite games ever. Then you have Bloodborne, obviously one of the best games ever made, easily. And then you have all the competition that's going for that Souls-like, style, because people love it and they know it's like a big thing, and that's a big thing in the world. That's a hot game, a hot topic. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I feel like what's going to happen is they're just going to keep shitting out the same thing over and over and over again.
Just change the name and what it's about, and redo the same concept over and over and over.
And probably what'll happen is when we finally see something like Elden Ring, you know what I mean, from Software, it's probably going to be a bit different, because I think he's smart enough to just be like, I need to change the formula up a bit. Like we've done the same thing a few times now. It's time to shake it up. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I hope that's what happens, to be honest. I hope.
I hope so too. But looking even at Norton was telling me, we were talking about Anthem and stuff in Warframe. I guess he said the developers of Warframe pitched the game to a Japanese company, and they said it would never succeed because they didn't do enough updates or whatever the case. And I guess they took that to heart, and now they release stuff constantly, updates, whatever. Which he's right. I see it all the time, Warframe, and it's like a Destiny type game, but a little bit more involved.
I would say Warframe's probably one. I've never played it, but I know a little bit about it just from like watching people play it and things like that. That's one of the better games to get into. First off, it's free to play,
right?
And they're constantly updating it. They have tons of shit always coming out, and
I tried playing it.
It's a good game. The massive grind, but
I didn't have anyone to play with, so I kind of got bored of it. To be honest with you, but then he was saying that when Anthem came, they said it was supposed to kill Warframe, but they didn't stick with it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm playing alone as a trap.
Yeah, I fell for that. I fell for that trap.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the world needs just more. We need constant, fresh, and new, interesting things. And I feel like that's a lot of the times, like, not that I'm saying that, like, I'm not going to lead the, I'm not leading the fucking reins here with it, but it does, a lot of times what I play usually tends to be something that's weird or, like, different to some degree. Because it has to be. Like, that's why I like Darkest Dungeon so much. Because there's nothing like it.
I've never seen anything like it.
No, exactly. And it's fucking good. Like, there's nothing like it, and it's good.
Well, that's like Slay the Spire.
Yeah, Slay the Spire, same thing.
Like, there was only one other game that I can think of that's like that, and it's Dicey Dungeon. And it was the same concept. It had cards, but you had to roll dice, and that's how you picked what cards could be used.
Yeah. I was playing Fury. You ever seen anything like Fury before? For the most part? No. Nope. Exactly. These are... And then there's a lot of stuff out there. There's, oh my God, one of my favorite games, literally of all time, might be the most life-changing game that I've ever played, personally. Like, the game that I think... When I say life-changing game, what I really mean is a game that when I finish, I can't stop thinking about it for like a month. You know what I mean?
Right, like you just want to talk to everyone about it.
I want to talk to everyone about it. I want to, I go out of my way. I go into YouTube. I start watching videos. And now, and keep in mind, every game I play, Binding of Isaac, Darkest Dungeon, Enter the Gungeon, when I'm playing all these games, doing like challenge runs, doing whatever, I didn't watch any other streamer play them, nor did I go to YouTube and watch videos on them. I just enjoy rogue games. They're fun. Like, I have fun doing them, and I like challenges. My game I want to talk about really quick is Nier Automata. That game. When I was done with that game, I was on YouTube every day, listening to lore videos, reading things, reading everything. I wanted to just be in that game. Like, I was so mentally just fucked up over like how good and unique and incredible, and like I just want to talk to Yoko Taro, the designer.
Never did it. Never played it. Never watched it. No nothing.
All I want to do is meet the director, Yoko Taro. I want to meet him. I don't even want to talk to him about the game. I just want to have a beer with him or something. And I just want to find out what a normal day is like. And just what I want him to talk to me like a normal person. I want to see what his brain says, what it does. Because I want to try to comprehend what a normal day is like for someone that is that fucking genius. I just want to know. You know what I mean?
So how is that game? Like, what kind of like gameplay is it? Like, I never looked into it. I've heard the name, but I've never.
It's everything.
Is it really? Like, I've heard the name. I've seen it. I've never played it.
So it's mainly it's mainly a third person spectacle fighter, like action combat. So spectacle fighter meaning it's made the combat was handled by Platinum Games. Okay. Platinum Games. Did you ever play Bayonetta?
Yes, I have. I played Bayonetta.
So you know how the combat is in that game? How it's fucking crazy and there's a bunch of weird shit?
Yes.
The combat is like that. It's the same team in Nier Automata.
Is this kind of like a Code Vein type deal?
No.
That game drives me nuts, by the way.
It's not. There's dodge roll, there's stuff like that, but it doesn't play like Dark Souls or anything like that. You know what I mean? It has... you'll be controlling a mech robot at times. That's going to be like you'll be in 3D all the time, but it'll be like an up-scrolling shoot 'em up. That'll then transform into a 2.5 dimension mid-combat while you're now a 3-dimensional mech robot fighting 360 around you. Then you'll fly down and it'll look like Afterburner from the Nintendo. Then it'll flip sideways and you're now a side-scroller shooter. It has like 55 genres in one.
I'll have to look.
I'll have
to look it out. I'll have to see it. I'm assuming Steam has it.
It does, yes. And the story, I can't say much about it. I don't want to say much about it. It is done. So there's 28 endings, they call it. They say. But realistically, there's like 5 main ones, right? And when they say 5 main ones, if you just keep going, you're going to see all of them. But you have to keep going. And the way this is done, it's just done in a way that I've never seen in a video game before. I prefer... You're better off just not knowing. You're better off not knowing.
You're better off just play it and go from there.
Because what's going to happen is if you stream it, you're going to have people coming in that are just big fans of that game because they're like me. They want to see someone new play this game because they want to see your reaction to all the parts and they want to see your reaction and when you start to see how everything uncovers and what starts and
I guess I'm going to have to play it.
It is it's one of the best games I've ever played in my entire life. It's one of the greatest stories I've ever seen. I'm just genuinely floored by it. That game changed everything for me. Absolutely. Absolutely. Norton said when the corpses mechanic in Darkest Dungeon came along, they said game would die, would be unplayable. I tried playing it without the corpses. Can't do it. You always wanted to play that? And have I ever played Let It Die? No, I've never played Let It Die. Did you ever play it?
No.
I've watched Man vs. Game play it when it came out, and he got like really addicted to it at one point, and he kept going and going and going. And then he got to like the last level, and something I don't remember what happened, but it was really cheesy, and it was like felt like he had to buy something to keep going, and he was like, "I'm done with this shit," and threw it away.
Norton was saying he misses rhythm games like Guitar Hero and Rock Band and all that.
They were fun.
I still have my Rock Band. I still play it here and there.
Really?
Yes, I do.
They were pretty fun. Yeah, man, they were good. I mean, I was never like great at them, but I just
I loved them. I was so good at them. They were just great. I couldn't tell you the amount of money and Microsoft points I spent on buying songs.
Did you ever play a game called Just Shapes and Beats?
No.
It's a rhythm game, but it's not like there's no weird controllers or anything like that. I have to fix. You know what I have to try to do for our show? I got to get my Windows set up. I need to get our camera set up so I could flip it over and I could put a video on for us. You know what I mean? I got to get that all squared away. One of these minutes. I don't know how.
He wants to see my reaction to Shadow of the Colossus. That, and I'll have to play
Nier.
I'll have to do it.
Commander Zen wants to know if we ever tried Ogre Battle 64.
That sounds familiar, but I can't say I have.
Is that for the Nintendo 64? I've never even heard of it, to be honest.
I've heard of it, but I don't think I've ever played it.
Ogre Battle. Yeah, I'm just like I get so fired up over Nier Automata. I can't even deal with it.
Do you know they're actually talking about remaking? Remember, speaking of RPGs, turn-based and stuff like that. Remember Super Mario one they did for Super Nintendo?
Super Mario RPG.
Yeah, they were remaking that apparently.
I thought they already did.
I don't know. Apparently they are. I read somewhere that they are. I don't know if they did or are going to, but.
Oh, you know what? Am I thinking of the Mario sticker one?
Excuse me. Yeah, I know. The Paper Mario.
Yeah, maybe I'm thinking of Paper Mario. That's what got remade. If they make Super Mario RPG, that would be big because that was a really good game. They remade other Mario RPG. Gotcha. It was a fun retro game, Ogre Battle 64. I'll have to look for that because I have an emulator. I'll have to take a look at it. That sounds cool. I love my Nintendo Wii, by the way. My Switch.
I love my Switch. Best thing ever.
I just don't. I haven't played it in absolutely forever, but I do like it.
I don't even know where mine is. It's here somewhere.
I love my Switch. I don't even know where mine is.
It's somewhere in my house. I just don't know where it is.
You want to get one? If you have time to play games, dude, like it has one of the best libraries right now. There's so many good games on it. For real.
Let's see what the Switch is too. You can play the stuff anywhere.
Yeah, you can go poop and play. Poop and play. And then you can plug and play. Plug and play, then poop and play. You can do all this stuff.
But it's like a giant Game Boy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Smash Bros. Absolutely, yeah. Mario Tennis All Stars is awesome. Mario, I think that's what it's called. Mario Tennis All Stars or some shit. It's awesome.
See, I don't have anyone to play tennis with, so otherwise I would play it. I don't.
No, just play the computer. No, you just beat the computer. You have to beat characters, and you upgrade your friggin' tennis racket. It's awesome.
I haven't played the new one. I was gonna buy it. I just never did because it was like, okay, I played all the ones on like 64 and stuff like that, and I never actually played this one though.
You know what I picked up the other day, and
What's that?
I ended up playing it for like 4 hours already, like off stream, of course. Balloons TD 6. You ever hear of that? It's on Steam right now on sale.
I saw it on the Discord if you played it, but I didn't see I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's on sale on Steam for like $1.99 or some shit. It is awesome.
I've never. What the hell is it?
It's so addicting. So there's you guys have it? Yeah. There's multiple difficulties, multiple map layouts. And basically there's like an entrance and an exit, like a street or whatever.
So it's like a tower defense.
Yeah, sort of. These balloons come in and they start taking over the town, and some balloons, you know, they need to be exploded to blow up, and some balloons are invisible. They need to be sniped out, like all this shit. And you have monkeys, bunch of monkeys, and you start unlocking the monkeys, and you put the monkeys down to start attacking them. Some shoot darts, some have sniper rifles, some have whatever.
I'll look it up. I like that kind of stuff.
Dude, the more you play, each one like gets more experience, and then you use the experience. They have 3 tiers, like 3 trees. You can go down 1 of the or 2 of the 3 tiers, like at all time with any monkey. Then you have to spend money in game to get more monkeys out there, or level up their stuff, which is whatever you've unlocked. There's a lot of unlocking. Lot of unlocking.
Speaking of Darkest Dungeon,
Mm-hmm.
Sam said it's on sale on Steam. If anyone didn't know, and I'm sure a lot of us didn't, when Epic was doing Give You Game a free every week or every whatever it was, or every day or whatever, they were doing a game. Darkest Dungeon was free on the Epic Store. One day. I remember seeing it.
No shit. I don't even launch the Epic window, so I have no idea what they do with that.
I only did it because I got an email saying they were giving away a free game every single day for like 12 days of Christmas or something like that.
Oh, gotcha.
They were giving away a game every day. Like none of them were like great. Like I think the best one was Darkest Dungeon.
Oh, they said it was free on PS4 also.
Yeah, and they gave you like a free game every single day just because.
No shit.
So I remember Darkest Dungeon being one of them because I remember I bought it right when you mentioned to me, give it a shot and try it. I bought it, and then maybe 2 weeks later, there it is on Epic. I was like, you fudge ball.
Right. Yeah, that if you want to try out balloons while it's like $1 or something like that, I'd say pick it up. I think you might really like it. But it's like mind numbing though. Like it's fun, but it's like after I played it for those 4, I didn't play it 4 hours straight. By the way, I played it for like an hour, got up and did some shit. Played an hour, did some shit. Because if I sat there for longer than an hour at a time, it is the game that I'll be like, man, I'm having fun doing this, but I really feel like I'm wasting time.
Like I get nowhere with
it. No. Even if I'm succeeding in it, it doesn't matter. It's just so mindlessly stupid that I just feel like I'm actually wasting my life. Now, if I played an hour of Darkest Dungeon and an hour of Isaac or whatever, I wouldn't get that same feeling. That game gives me the feel like I need to get up and go do something more important. That's the only thing I get out of it. I had fun, but I feel foolish.
It's a time filler, basically, is what it is.
I feel foolish, yes. It makes me feel foolish.
Speaking of foolish games, do you remember Ape Escape on PlayStation?
I remember the name. I never played it, though.
You had to go around and try to capture all the monkeys.
That was a good way. Ape Escape. No, I'm thinking the Super Monkey Ball. Never mind.
No, you're thinking of Sega.
Yeah.
No, Ape Escape. It was pretty much you were this guy. It was like he hunted monkeys were like henchmen to like this big monkey, and you had to capture them all.
Oh, so the Epic games that are free now are Stranded Deep, Jurassic World Evolution, Total War Saga of Troy. Interesting.
Holy cow. Danny was just saying in my chat, you can't find a copy of Ape Escape under $50 right now.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently.
I almost got caught up selling my original, and I'm not even joking. I wouldn't do it because I just love these things. But I almost got caught up selling my first edition Final Fantasy VII game for PS1. Because right when the remake came out, people were selling them for like $1,000 on eBay.
People were buying them too.
I think we were talking about that. I think.
Yeah, and I think even after once everyone played it too, I think it jumped real high where you could have actually sold it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna sell it, but I was like, nah, I still have it.
I wouldn't sell it personally. I treasure that thing for the rest of my life. Bury it with me.
Monkey Quest, no idea. It was an MMO. No idea. Got GTA 5 on Epic Game for free. Nice. Never played it. I wouldn't play it. It's not my jam.
It gets boring real quick, and it gets to the point.
Oh, good.
It's not fun. It's fun. Like the story's funny. Like it's hilarious. Haha. Funny. Again, repetitive. It makes it almost damn near impossible. Like I played the multiplayer. It makes it almost damn near impossible to enjoy it because everything is so outrageously priced,
Mm-hmm.
and you get so little for doing jobs that it's not even fun to play.
See, I would feel like by looking at it, if I were to like analyze it when I look at it, I would assume that if I tried it out, I would probably enjoy it. Like I'd probably enjoy something about it because there's so much to do and there's a lot. You know what I mean?
Right.
But when I look at it, I understand that to get the enjoyment, it's like hundreds of hours. There's so much to do in the game. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I mean most of it's through leveling, but like I said, like you buy a car, it's like okay, you can modify cars, like whatever, bikes, whatever. You buy the car, and the car's like $3 million, and to modify it cost you another $4 million. So you have to get $7 million. Like
so, right. So when I see it and I look at it and I think about the hundreds of games that I'm trying to play, I look at Grand Theft Auto 5 and go, I need hundreds of hours to probably get my time's worth of this and really enjoy it and really sit into this world and enjoy the game. And I'm like, it's not really like my style, but I could probably like it. I don't have hundreds of hours to put into it, and I just won't play it. Period. That's how I am with it. Like, so I don't dislike it, but
it's. I mean, it's cool for what it is, but it's just so much time invested if you're not going to spend real life money to get like the money cards.
Yeah. I don't know.
You're just never going to get anything.
A lot of the stuff too anymore is like, this sounds stupid, but a lot of the stuff anymore is I like to do certain stuff because of streaming. Because now, the only time I'm playing video games really is if I'm streaming,
Right.
And my favorite thing I think is it just so happens like that I love playing rogue games, and I'm content playing rogue games all the time.
I blame you, by the way, for that.
Why? What do you mean?
Because that's all I want to play now. Is just all I look forward to is
rogue games.
And the worst part is I stop myself because it's like I'll never play anything else if I play them when I'm not streaming.
Right.
And it's like I gotta stop myself, and it's like,
right.
Damn you, Brandon.
They're nice because like I'm addicted to them and I love playing them. But honestly, at the other side of it, I think for a viewer of a stream, I think it's great because you can hop in and be like, oh, I really want to check out Blue Kid's stream tonight. What are you playing? Oh, you're playing Skull. Oh, okay, cool. I could watch you make one run. That's all I have time for. And I could watch you make a run and be like, shit, that was awesome. And then boom, I'm gone. And I bounce out. Maybe I come back an hour later, watch you do another run. I didn't miss anything. You know what I mean?
It's always different.
Right. Like I feel like a viewer's not missing anything.
Right. You do a story or something like that, or a gameplay like that, you kind of have to like stick to it, like like how you do it. Like you do 5 days a week. For you to do a story-based game, it's not bad.
Right.
But for someone like me that I only do 3 days a week and they're spaced out, for me to do a long story game like that, it's going to be like, okay, you're going to watch Sunday, Monday, I'm starting this game. Then you got to wait 2 other days, and then you kind of like forget what happened if you've never played it before. Yeah,
I got you. Norton says he has the itch to play Metal Gear now. The only one he has is Metal Gear 5. I never played Metal Gear 5.
I love the box. The cardboard box is my favorite thing about that game.
I only remember Metal Gear Solid. Was it Sons of Liberty? I remember Sons of Liberty. And I remember I never even played Snake Eater. I never played that.
Snake Eater was They had the VR training courses too. That was stupid.
To be honest, I like what the hell? I like the one that's completely different. That's like Platinum got involved with. Metal Gear Rise Revengeance or whatever. That was the Spectacle Fighter one. I like that one more than all of them.
I love Metal Gear. I like that sneaking around thing, like Splinter Cell.
I'm not sneaky. I'm not sneaky. I don't like it.
See, I like that stuff. I like that stuff.
Gotcha. Yeah, that never fit me. I don't like to sneak around.
Yeah, I like to do that.
Your ears ever just get really warm all of a sudden? Oh shit. Your ears are really warm? Uh-oh. You know what that means? You have stage 5 tetanus. You're gonna have to lose your leg. Sorry. You're gonna have to lob it off, man. Don't cut your leg off.
Cue the funeral music. Cue the funeral music on that one.
Merton asks, or we say, Brandon just described me when he was playing WoW. Like, what the fuck? Where is he? How did he get there? Yeah, too late. It's already off.
Oh, well, okay. Listen.
Yeah, I try to stay away from that. I think it's just at least for me, I think it's better. I love streaming rogue games. I think they work out well.
You know what I mean?
I will say that they do. I will gladly say, like, I took a lot of your advice, with streaming.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I could gladly say that I took a lot of your advice. I guess took it to heart, but like some stuff that you really think would work, and like you said, we use Call of Duty for an example. Thousands upon thousands of people are streaming Call of Duty. There is no way in living world that a small streamer is going to get noticed.
No, not at all.
And not for nothing, if anyone here, streams COD, whatever the case, but I mean, like, it does not do well for me. Ever, 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 ever does it work for me.
Right.
But the rogue games, they work very well. Now, I know I probably will. I'll probably do Nor, maybe. Just something different.
Near,
I mean.
Yeah.
Um,
Now you got to keep in mind though, Near, you're probably gonna. It's about 60 hours.
That's fine.
50 to 60 hours, probably. Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, but hold on. Sorry, not to interrupt you, Norton. But you're probably not. If Blue Kid was streaming Call of Duty, I think what he means is you're probably not going to target him, because if he only has 1 or 2 viewers, if you start scrolling down like this, like full speed scrolling down,
Jesus,
full speed, I guarantee you it'll take you 3 to 4 minutes of doing this,
and you just get fed up with it
before you even find the stream. That not to say, and how do you even choose at that point? You know what I mean?
It's everyone doing it. That's the thing. Like games like that, like I wanted to do the Medium. I don't know if anyone played it, watched it, or whatever. I was thinking about streaming the Medium. The day that game came out on Twitch, I looked just out of curiosity. Massive. Thousands of people watching it, thousands of people playing it.
Right.
All of a sudden, I checked it the other day. It's at like 350 viewers now. And like maybe 10, 15 people playing it.
Right.
Why? I don't know. Everyone just got bored of it.
I don't know.
Right. It's just odd games. Like, I think I started taking that thing now to where I started looking like games that I know I would enjoy.
Right.
And have low view counts in general as the game in itself in a whole.
Yeah.
And that kind of helps.
See, I'm really weird with mine because it's gonna sound like I'm bullshitting. You know what I mean? It's gonna sound like I'm BSing a little bit, but to be honest, I play rogue games. I love them. You know what I mean? I keep playing them, and I do challenges. Well, you know that I do challenge runs with every game that I do.
Right.
That shit I do normally. Like I'm weird. I've been weird with video games for a very long time. You know, It's very normal for me. So that makes me happy. But then, to me personally, I look at it as like a viewer standpoint, and I look at it and I'm like, well, if you get in to see a run here or two, cool, and you can tap out. You don't have to wait all night. You didn't miss anything, yada yada. If you go into a Darkest Dungeon run and you've been watching it, but then you can't see it for 3 days, you could still come back in and be like, "Did you die? No. Oh, okay, cool." You know what I mean? Like,
you know where you're at already.
You know where you're at. Like, you didn't miss anything. You know what I mean? And I think that's good for me and for a viewer experience as well. But
and you're right, and I know what it is too. And I mean, I'm even looking at like what Norton just said. He wouldn't watch a COD stream because it's the type of game. You know how many people, and I'm guilty of this. Yeah, there's times that I'm playing and I don't look because I just get so wrapped up in the game. But COD, you just don't think about it. Like, I gotta tell you how many times that people, like, I've had COD people in the chat talking, and I would just completely miss it and then go back 3-4 matches after and be like, crap, I missed any of it. Like, there's, those people you could have seen or talked to or brought into your community and your channel. But you don't pay attention to it because you're so caught up.
You're still in the zone that you can't even, like, look at the chat.
Like, it's like you're going, you do it, you die, okay, you don't even do anything. You're just like, okay, die, respawn, go.
Yeah, there's no downtime.
The matches there's 10 minutes in a match where, like, you'll never see whoever's chatting, and you miss it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I feel like that's just another thing, too. It's like missed opportunity.
There's a second one, too, and not everyone has this problem because a lot of people are going to feel the exact opposite that I feel, and it's fine because everyone can feel whatever they want. You know what I mean?
Right.
I personally don't like going into streams where someone's in a Discord or something with a bunch of other people. You know what I mean?
Right, I know what you mean. Like, where it's like a huge party of like 4 people, just
and everyone's talking and fucking yelling, and I don't know. The streamer's not talking to me. I don't know who he's talking to. He's just talking to his buddies.
I know people love that stuff. I don't. Like I'm like I will turn the stream off person. Instantly it's off. I don't watch it. You know what I mean? Well, unless I know the person. Unless I know somebody, then I'll leave it on.
Well, like when we did like Fall Guys.
Yeah, like that's fine.
Like stuff like that. But it's like Call of Duty, the thing is too. And not for nothing.
Not to interrupt you. There was a big difference with Fall Guys too. When I streamed Fall Guys and then I had you and I had Alpha Chaos in Discord talking.
Yeah.
I have a push to talk button. I was talking to the stream the entire time. You know what I mean?
Right.
When I wanted to talk to you guys, I just pushed to talk to you guys. But I still talk to the stream the whole time.
Well, right,
you know
right.
I mean?
And I mean that's the thing too. And I mean like you even it's just even Call of Duty. And Danny's gonna rip me for this one because he is one of these people for Call of Duty. He is one of like the biggest trash talkers for Call of Duty. And I had this discussion with him the other day.
Get garbage canned. Or whatever.
Right. We were doing that. So right. You saw it firsthand. But the thing is, too, some people don't really like that.
Right.
And I'm not saying there's people who do. Some people will find it a riot watching someone go off and turn red in the face.
Absolutely. Yep.
But the problem is, again, there is 28,000 people watching, and then there's 100,000 people playing. How can you make yourself be spotted?
Right. You can't.
Right, and that makes it so hard.
It's I don't know. I've never dealt with it. I've never had to like
I won't
I've never
I
been
just
there.
won't stream it. I can't do it. First person games, yes, depending on it, I will, but Call of Duty, I will never stream it. Never again.
What did you say? I enjoyed watching you play Fall Guys and get raged over a virtual crown.
That was so bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Trash talking. I hate people trash talk. So yeah, that's the thing. That there's no medium. Like either people love it or they hate it. There's no.
Right.
It's what it is. You know.
It died. It's dead. That's all I know.
I just don't always like. I'm just weird with streaming. I guess you know what I mean.
Right.
Because like we talked about it before. I have people I've watched for years and years and years, and I still watch them because every time I turn them on, they're talking to me, not to me, but to the stream. They know how to carry themselves. They know what they're doing. It's all about being able to play and talk at the same time and keep things going, and it's awesome.
Or even ask opinions. I found that works too. Ask opinions. Like if you're sitting there and trying to figure it out, and you're like, do I want to go this route, this route? You know what I mean? Like if you have a chat that's somewhat going, you can kind of bring them involved because then people like being involved.
Yeah.
So like if you turn around and like ask like, I'll use skull for example. You pick the different skulls up, and you're torn between which kind of build to go towards. Yeah, I mean you can be like, hey, is this really worth it? Like, do you guys think like, I mean, like, does someone know if this is worth more? And you get that people to involve in them. They like it.
Yeah. It's like me playing Darkest Dungeon. I just stop and go, yo, everybody, what am I doing here? Tell me what I'm doing right now. Someone who knows what they're doing, tell me what I'm doing right now. That's basically me.
Right.
But other than that, I just spew diarrhea out my mouth the entire time, and I have no idea how anybody could even watch me. That's pretty much where I'm at with everything. I have no idea how it even works, but
2+ hours of planning.
I can't do the calm party stuff, and I know that because like I've done this before. Like I've gone to bigger streamers' channels just to like check it out, just for whatever reason, and I've watched them play. And I don't dislike the person or anything like that, but I've watched it for like an hour just to see, and I'm like, just talking to your friends for an hour, like no one, you're doing anything, like you didn't talk to anybody, like how, I don't get it, like how is this cool? Like this is cool.
And that's like people also I like. That's also why I like when people play like certain games, they play Jackbox Party, like stuff like that, like those kind of like games. But they'll put in the corner of the screen up here. Well, it's going to be over here now. On the chat, but over here in this corner, they'll put the Discord overlay of who's talking at the time.
Oh, right, okay.
So it pops up. So say like me, you, and 2 other people are in it. Well, you're talking. Your name's gonna pop up in the corner, and then I'm there, and then 2 other people. That's so you know who's talking to who. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's one I'd be more interested in getting into that at some point. But like, I would like to play like what's that like called? Like choose your words or things like that. You know what I mean?
Jackbox Party is a good one. That's a lot of fun if you can get enough people.
Is it choose your words? Is that what I'm thinking of?
You can always do Monopoly.
Choose your. What the fuck game am I thinking of?
Choose your words.
You sure it's not Cards Against Humanity? Yeah, that's rough, but that's a lot of touchy subject right there. A lot of the cards on Cards Against Humanity will ruin it real quick.
Is it use your words? That's what I'm thinking of. Use your words.
What the heck is use
that
your
game?
Words?
I would play that game.
It? What is that? Hold on.
I gotta fix our stream so I could pull it up on stream, but I can't right now.
What the heck is it? Hold on. Now I'm curious.
This is the one. You can get people in like only one person has to own it. I believe that's how it works. Only the streamer has to own it, and then everybody in chat or whoever wants to get into the game can tie into it, and they could see it from the stream or something like that, I think. But like all these things happen, these questions happen, and you have to write down the funniest thing, and whoever gets voted like the funniest wins like the award or some shit, I think.
Well, that's like Jackbox Party. Did you ever actually look at the Jackbox Party like games?
Mm-hmm.
Like there's like trivia ones, and there's like funny draw stuff or like funny mini games. Like it's neat. Jackbox Party's pretty.
I like stuff like that. Not every day, but
no,
once
but I think
month.
that'd be something too, even for us. Like maybe on a Sunday while we're doing this, play one of those with maybe a few viewers.
I think that'd be fun. Yeah, I like it.
Something small like that, just here and there. Not saying do it every damn day.
I'd have a blast. I'm not trying to make them happy. Let's make sure we're clear with that. I don't want them to be happy, but I would. Right. But I'd probably be happy.
Oh, I would be laughing. It's great. Even Monopoly. I would love to see how brutal everyone gets on Monopoly.
When Norton said, I guess eventually you get so big that you don't really need to do anything.
I mean, at the point, yeah. I guess people. I've seen big people like these people have like 6,000 chatters or like 5,000 people. How do you pay attention to all of that?
It's also people have been doing it for a very long time. You know what I mean? Like people have been doing it for 10 years, so it just becomes second nature. Like people don't really look for new streamers. They just do what they've been doing for 10 years, you know?
Right.
I think now if there was like this has nothing to do with me or a blue kid or anything like that. But I think if there was like a way to like compete that you can take like a handful of like some really big people and take some middle people and take some small people, right? I would love to see this actually. I wish that there was a way that you can go to like take like some of the biggest, some of the middle, and some of the small. Put them all in a group. Say there's 50 people all together.
Right. Okay.
Imagine if you had a test group of people that have no idea what Twitch is, no idea what live streaming is, no idea what anything is, right? And say there was like 1,000 of them, or 2,000, whatever. And you took these 50 people, and they all had to watch all 50. I would really love to know what their answer would be as far as who was the most entertaining.
And fight to the death.
You know what I mean? I would love to know if on the same playing field, like from the start again. I would love to know.
And to be honest with you too, I think a lot of people too, the big streamers, like the big people that have like thousands of people watching, like you know the names. Like you could try and say to someone, you know this person.
Yeah.
I feel like they just go to their streams because of the name, not because of what they do or.
Well, of course, yeah.
And they just go for the name, and I feel like that takes away from the medium to small streamers.
It does, but it's like anything in life. You know what I mean? Like the bigger, it's like with anything. The bigger you get, the more it goes your way, and that's always how it's going to be. That's just
right.
So there's no way around it. It's like gambling, or like it's like, you know, if you were gambling, if you were playing poker, you know what I mean? Let's say you're playing poker, Lenny. You have $500 to your name to gamble with, right?
Right.
Cool. I got 50,000 to gamble with, and I don't care if I lose it. To be honest, let's see based on our skills, which one of us you think is going to make $1 million first? You with 50,000 or you with 500? You're not going to win. No, I'm going to win. I'm going to win. How would you win?
Because you know what? Because it's the mentality.
No, you only have $500.
Right, but
you're afraid to lose $500. You're
right,
afraid.
So I'm gonna play more strategically and more. I don't want to say stricter, but we'll go with strict than what you are. Because you're like 50 grand. Oh, he puts $500 bet. Okay, and then you just start losing 500s, thousands at a time. Next thing you know, we're
even. This is a horrible example. Hold on, this is a bad example. This wasn't supposed to go this way.
Well, that's just the way. But am I right though? Like the person that's less money is going to be more motivated to do better than the person that has more of it. Because
I guess.
let's see.
Well,
Like I said, look at it that way. You have 50, I have 500. What's $500? If you lose $500 to me, what's that to you?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Right.
Right. That's my point.
Yeah, I get it, but all right. So let's go differently.
Okay.
If you were gonna, the only other thing I think off the top of my head, I could go quick. You were playing the stock market, right?
Okay.
You have $1,000 account versus somebody who has
Okay.
a $20,000 account.
Okay.
You're both doing the exact same plays. You're both knowledgeable. You know.
Okay.
Like, play wise, you both have the same strategy. Everyone's doing it right. The only difference is with $1,000 going all in, you could only buy, 500 shares, or something that cost,
Right.
$2. You'd have to buy a $2 stock at 1,000 shares and be done. If I have 20 grand, I could buy that same $2 stock with the same play, but I'll put 5 grand, 6 grand, 7 grand in, and literally quadruple the amount of money on the same play. I can grow 20,000 to 100,000 much faster than you'd be able to grow 1,000
to 20,000.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Right. That I get. Yeah.
That's kind of the
That's a better explanation.
that's the explanation I wanted to go to. Yeah.
That's the better one. Yeah, I get what you mean.
The one that engages more with the audience is more entertaining 100% of the time.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I agree, Norton.
100%.
Yeah, but that's why I would love to see that happen. Like, I would love to see take 50 again. Some of the best that are out there, biggest named, some in the middle, some in the bottom. Scramble them all up, put them in front of an audience for 1,000 people over time, and I want to know who's number one or in the top 10.
Or not even that, because and you got to play with people who don't have like you said, people that don't have a clue, because they're going to go with who's.
Yeah, they can't have a clue. There are people that have never seen it before.
Right. So there's people that like get to turn around, and it's like the same thing. You have the people that turn around and, smaller streamers. I mean, I'm tiny compared to most. I'm tiny, way it is.
Yeah.
But when you look at stuff, you look at people like my count, my follower count. Like, I mean, I don't have anything big. I know I don't. But if you look at my quality of if you just look at the thumbnail, the picture of what the game you're playing, and you look at someone else's, like you have people that have like all blurry backgrounds, it looks like a mess. You got the people that have the green screens that look clean. You got the people that have like the gaming setup in the back.
Mm.
And it's like it's all about. I feel like a lot of people go into certain streams depending on what the picture or the person looks like or what they're doing in it.
Yeah.
Whether it be what they're wearing, male or female, whatever. I feel like people gravitate and look at that instead of the game itself.
Yeah.
Because
Ryu has a good point. He was just saying that a lot of people are more affected to the higher view accounts. Like, if this guy has this many people, he must be good.
I agree.
And that's
agree.
true.
100%.
That's true.
Right.
But also at the same time, when you have that many people watching, you can't engage with anybody. It's so fast. You know what I mean?
Right. And it's one of those too. It's like I said, it's just a lot of people go by what they look like, or like I've seen people where it looks like they have an amazing layout.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, this, they look pretty decent. Let's watch. It's got like a decent view count. And you go in and it's like watching someone just go. While they're playing. And it's like, well, how do you have this many people?
Well, now it's all about hot tub streams. You got to get in a hot tub.
Well,
that's the hotness. That's the hotness. Everybody does hot. They do hot tub stuff now. It's a big thing.
Okay. Well, the best part about this is, and Driver's gonna laugh because he's making fun of me because he's saying he won't join my streams because of how I look like a mess. This is not cut. This is a mess. It's got to get cut. Okay. I don't know what to tell you.
Remember when sleep streams were the thing? No, I've never experienced a sleep stream.
I've watched it. Okay, the dumbest thing in the world. It's basically put your camera on and sleep.
No.
And stream.
Why?
I think people are hoping for nip slip, if you know what I mean.
They probably have more viewers than you or I will ever get. I'm sorry. I think that's the pure reality of all of it. They probably have more people watching.
Well, the thing was, the problem with
and get donations.
Yeah, but even that, I've seen a lot of people lose their accounts. I've heard of a lot of people lose their accounts because, like, for example, females, they wake up in the morning, forget they had the stream on, butt naked. They get up butt naked, get changed, shower, not realize it. Wow. In the same way, they just forget their chat, like their streams are on, which I don't understand how you can forget your stream is on, but you get my point.
I don't know. I'm just too normal to know anything about that, and I'm not normal. But I'm gonna say in that sense, that's just. I've
Whatever.
been laughing at the hot tub
someone-
streams though. There's a guy I watch in the morning, and when I'm at work. This guy, he's a little bit newer. He's actually a newer streamer, but he's big. He got really big, really fast. His name is just the Stock Guy, and I love him. I think he's great. I think his personality and his energy and just he could talk extremely well. He's a finance advisor, but he's also he jokes around like he's fucking hysterical. And the way people troll him, I can't even deal with it. Like he's up to about like, I think he's only been streaming for a couple months, and he averages like anywhere between 10 to 17,000 people. Yeah.
Now here's the thing with that too, and this is just me. I don't believe in getting that big that quickly.
There's a difference. You and I play video games.
I guess it's in a hot tub. Good point.
Everybody in the world plays video games. Who gives a shit? This guy is actually teaches educational things, finance, stock market live, all this kind of stuff, and he's entertaining. That's a niche. He's done a niche. We play video games. No one's getting anywhere with video games. I just do it because it's fun. You know what I mean?
I do it for a hobby, basically, is how I look at it.
Yeah. But all these people troll him constantly, all day long. And now it's all about trolling him to like, how much is it going to take to get you in a hot tub? How much is it going to take to get you in a hot tub every day? And he's like, I'm not going in a fucking hot tub. Nope, there will never be a hot tub stream. It's like $3,000, $5,000. And he just like keeps losing his mind at everybody because he won't get in a hot tub. I don't know. It's funny.
I mean, we're doing something wrong. That's all I'm going to say.
I've gone through just chatting sometimes just to scroll through like really quick. And I've seen girls sitting in inflatable pools.
I've seen that. I've seen people cooking.
Inflatable
I've seen
pools.
people baking. I've seen baking. I've seen pools. I've seen just sitting there on their phone.
Cooking and baking.
Not saying a word to anything.
I'm okay with cooking and baking. That's some sort of something. But sitting in a pool, like in an inflatable pool in your fucking living room?
I've seen people. Even people will sit on their phone. She'll just sit there, just looking at her phone like this, and it's like, not even paying attention to anything. She hears a ding. Oh yeah, thanks, and back to her phone, and she gets follows and everything.
Yeah.
$100 to get us a driver.
The problem is you can never be gel. Like you can never be jelly of it. Like it's a little bit, but at the same time, it's like
$50. I mean, I got the couch behind me. Got the couch. Where's the couch? Is that gonna work?
A little blow up. Yeah. That's
what might be apart because they're not gay.
But it's like a little bit you could blow up one of those like blow up pools. That's what I've seen people sitting in them, and they have their freaking keyboard like out somewhere, and they're still typing and trying to play video games while sitting in an inflatable pool in front of their computer.
Yo, that makes, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get a beach behind me, and I mean legit. I'm gonna get a blow up like a palm tree, get some sand, like a cooler of beer behind me, and just wear sunglasses and put the suntan lotion on my nose and call it a day.
Get some boobs and you'll be fine. You have boobs, then you're done.
Get there.
Ugh. How the hell did we get here? I don't even remember how we got here.
Wanted to go on. We are off course entirely right now. We went from roller coasters to video games to now talking about boobs on Twitch.
We had traveling in there too. We did a lot of traveling. We did a lot of traveling. We had a lot of traveling conversation.
How did I ruin it? How did I ruin this? I want to hear this explanation of how Trevor's accusing me of ruining it. What did I ruin?
Bazungas.
Man boobs. My buddy Brandon just turns around and goes, 200 to bring the midget on stream. To bring a midget on stream. You find me a midget and I will put the midget on stream. Done. I will do it.
Just wanted to clarify. I like little people.
I didn't say I didn't like him.
I know you said you didn't like him, but just in case anybody took offense to that by any chance, I don't.
My bad.
Yeah,
my bad. My fault.
Just in case, I don't know.
Well, a little too far. I mean, I don't know. We might have a family of them here right now.
You absolutely might. You got to be careful. I don't know. You got to be careful. Don't clip nothing.
Technically, my mother's almost a legal midget. She missed it by 3/4 of an inch.
What is it? 4'11"?
4'11". Yep.
Yeah.
My mother's 4'11" and 3/4.
I don't think anybody. God, I can't even say that. I gotta stop. I was gonna say I don't feel as. Oh God.
Go ahead, say it.
I don't think little people have a problem with anybody saying the word midget. But I am also not a little person, so I can't speak for that. But I would assume that they wouldn't, because I don't believe that there's anything mean about saying that word, midget. But I'm being careful because people are very much cancel everything that they hate, anything.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So I don't know what's right and what's wrong anymore. I feel like I'm continuously on thin ice, so I don't ever know. You know,
vertically challenged? Could that be possibly?
I would think that they wouldn't be offended by it. Like, how is that offensive? I don't know.
I'm sure that, like, I'm sure, and I'm just going to go on a limb. I could be wrong, but I'm sure they've heard all the short jokes in the world.
Absolutely, yeah. It's not even a joke, but it's not even a joke. It was just a term that was used always. You know what I mean? No. Don't worry, somebody will be offended for them. Exactly. Ryu has a point. There's that also. Somebody will be offended for them.
Yep.
My problem in life is that I love everybody, and it's impossible to offend me. So because it's impossible to offend me, I don't know how people get offended by things. So, you know what I mean? Right. I have to be real careful with the stuff I say.
Yeah, you do. That's all right. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's just, it's the way it is. I mean,
Pew Pew said, my gym teacher used to call the short hockey sticks vertically challenged sticks. Yeah, I will not do that.
I don't know. See, the thing is,
that's one I'm a little weird with. Pew Pew.
Yeah, that one because it has two meanings.
And it
only has two meanings.
Because all right. So let me go by that one really quick. If anybody's listening to this on YouTube or on anything else down the future, we're talking about the G word, the GAY word. My issue with that is, I have a lot of gay friends. To be honest,
yeah, I do too.
I have a lot of gay friends. I'm totally cool with all of it. It doesn't bother me ever in the slightest. It doesn't even register in my brain. I don't care at all
about that.
Like, I don't even think about it. I don't care. The problem is that I grew up in a time, being that I'm older, where people used to call things the G word. Like, if I didn't want to do something and I thought it was stupid, I was like, oh, that's right. And you didn't even think about it. You didn't think about that word as a sexual orientation.
No, you just thought about
it as said it.
Like, oh, that's dumb or something like that, or oh, that's stupid.
Exactly. So I always talk like that. It took me years. I don't say that anymore. It took me years to. Even though my friends would never be offended by me saying it, they know. I could bust their balls with anything. If you heard some of the shit I say to them, you would lose your mind. But it's because they know I don't care, and they don't care, and we don't care. They get me. No. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is, too, that word kind of went off the track. Is the old school way of that word was, it meant happy.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever think about it, happy. Yeah. That's what it used to mean. That's what basically, I don't know where it went to that direction, but it used to be happy.
Yeah.
Like, I think it was in a Christmas song, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it means happy.
I'm thinking of the Christmas song, but yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah. But I always, until I know somebody, I try to not go down any of those roads, because I just don't want to. I don't want to make someone mad and then have to have a conversation I don't want to have, basically.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, I agree. And I mean, Brendan, and it's not Brandon, you read it. It's my.
But to my friends, the shit I'll say to them.
Forget it. Mind blowing.
And they'll say it right back to me, because that's how it is. You know what I mean?
My buddy Brendan in my chat, he's like back to making short jokes, but he goes, I'm the G word, come at me. Yes, you are happy. You are a happy person. I know you are. Very happy.
Yeah, but I do try to to avoid it at all times as much as I can. And one thing that actually has never happened for me in chat
and I would instruct it with the fire of 1,000 swords. I don't know what the word is. Yeah, I don't stand for any of that shit. Like, honest to God, if anybody really truly meant it and had a problem with people that were, you know, homosexual or transgender or any of that kind of stuff, if anybody literally had a problem with that and was starting shit with somebody over it, I will fucking rip you up of your goddamn head. Like, it's gone.
I know. I would join on that one. Hey, people have their own thing. That's fine. I don't care. It's your life. You do you.
Right.
But, I mean, there's no reason because you don't agree with it or don't see eye to eye. There's a lot of things in this world no one understands.
Right.
There's a lot of things.
I assume you all have guns and crack.
Everyone, there's always something that someone does not understand. Just don't try to understand it. Just let it go.
Thank you for the host there. That was super loud. I appreciate it.
What did I just miss? Because that was so loud.
So, Madhouse sent me a host over, and my host alert went up. But my host alert is also controlling the volume of your voice, so it's louder than usual.
I heard it.
Yeah, it was pretty loud. Yeah. Used to be a middle schooler. Thank God I'm not into that anymore. Oh, thank God I'm not that anymore. Yeah, that kind of stuff is I just don't I've never had to deal with it on stream before, thank God. But if I ever saw it, like, I would, nothing pisses me off more than that. Nothing pisses me off.
Now, not to stop with that, but my buddy Brandon, he goes, speaking of starting, you know, stuff with somebody, he's like, we talk about the snow shoveling on my street. Wait, you live near that street or on that street that incident happened? What was that, last week, Brandon?
What?
That incident over snow shoveling near us. I don't know if you saw it in the news. I don't want to bring it up on here because it's it's just what happened.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
What city did it happen in?
Hudson.
I don't live in Hudson.
All right, I'll explain this to you real quick after this is all, or I'll text it to you.
Okay.
I didn't know, Brandon, that you lived there. I know last night I didn't know if you lived near there, but basically what happened was, I'll sum it up. There was an altercation about snow shoveling.
Okay.
And bad things happened.
Like
and I mean bad things
fight?
as 3 people got killed.
Oh shit.
Over snow shoveling. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
It was a murder-suicide incident, but yeah.
Oh, like he murdered somebody and felt bad about murdering them? And
he murdered 2 people and then killed himself.
Unbelievable. Over snow shoveling, yeah.
Yeah. I know. I brought it up, and I know that was... I probably shouldn't have, but I did.
No, it's...
I don't know what happened. I know the story. I mean, there's just... You don't know... Case in point, I don't know what happened. I don't know who the heckling was. I don't know what was what, so... I feel sorry for everyone that it happened to, that whole incident, but...
I feel sorry for that stuff, but I move right on.
Yeah.
As much as that probably makes me sound like a jerk, I don't. It doesn't.
And then I get told
no, it doesn't get dark. This shit doesn't get dark. I don't even care. It's not, I mean that in the weirdest way. If it's like when when a celebrity dies. Say there's a celebrity, right? You never watched any of their movies. You didn't do any of their things. You just knew that they existed. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then they died. I feel bad for their family and all that stuff for like a couple seconds.
Oh yeah, that's rough.
I don't know who you are. I never met you before. I had no experience with you. I didn't even have a conversation with you, and I never will. I cannot personally be upset by it. Like I'm not upset by it.
Right.
Maybe I'm just a jerk. I don't know.
Maybe, but either way, it was something that should have never happened, but it did.
Oh, there was a video. It was on Facebook. Ugh.
Oh yeah, I've seen the video. Brutal.
Of it actually happening?
Mm-hmm. It was caught on a security camera. It was caught on a security camera.
With a gun?
2.
2 guns.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Okay, got it. Jesus.
Yeah, I'll explain it to you one day, or I'll just text it to you to tell you what happened.
I was dating a girl who had severe depression. She went into a 2-week downward spiral after Anthony Bourdain committed suicide. Really? I don't know.
I'm not on a brighter note, on a random no, I have to pee like a racehorse.
Well, we're gonna have to get going in a few minutes anyway, though. We're way past our time here.
Yeah.
The weirdest thing to think about is that someone could be a longtime viewer of a stream, have a bad accident, and no one would ever know. Dude,
that's true.
I got to be honest. I got to make one quick thing here. There's a streamer that I watch. You know, I've watched him for years and years and years, and I don't really chat in other people's streams that much. I don't know. I'm not much of a chatter. But anyway, the streamer was saying that this member of the community, he said, "Hey, do you guys know blah 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 from the community?" And everyone was like, "Yeah, I remember yada yada yada." Apparently, he had some like hard like high stage cancer, and he passed away. And his wife messaged the streamer that I watch to let him know, this is what happened. I wanted to tell you because I know that he's been watching you for years and he's a big fan and this and that. And like, so what Pew Pew was saying, I was like, I've thought about that because I've seen it happen before. And it's insane. Yeah, it's insane. And the guy, he never wanted anyone to know that he was going through that stuff because he just didn't. Like, well, he didn't want any pity, I couldn't even imagine.
You never know.
Yeah.
And the thing is, too, you never know what's going on behind the scenes. Someone might be happy, hunky-dory daddy on a stream, and behind the scenes, they could be the saddest person in the world. You don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Pew Pew, yeah. To everyone online, they would just disappear to everyone, and no one would ever know.
Yep.
It's true, yeah.
Never think twice about it.
It's weird to think of, and that's why I like to at least think of everybody that talks to me as an actual, I know everybody's a human being, so it's, try to treat everyone with respect. As much respect as I can. If I'm disrespected, then I'm an asshole. Well, I'm pretty much always an asshole, but
right. Yeah. But anyway, all right. I think we passed our limit here.
Yeah, we definitely got way too late. Driver converted from a Prime Gaming sub to a Tier 1 sub. Oh,
woo!
I didn't get a notification or anything like that. I just saw it in chat, but that's awesome. I don't even know what that means, but it's awesome. Thank you.
Anyway,
but I appreciate the love. Sorry guys for going so late. I know we've been going and going and going. Driver, are you streaming?
Me?
Tonight, yeah.
Oh yeah, I am. I'm gonna take a 5-minute break. I'm gonna play some Skull.
You're playing Skull? Okay.
And real quick, yep. And real quick, my buddy Brandon said he's a people watch streamers to make make people escape reality and bring pleasure to their lives. He's right. It makes people forget all the hardships they have in their life or in the world or whatever. Even if it's for an hour, it's something.
Absolutely. And one comment I have to say to that is that's why on my stream, and people have been around or they saw stuff, whenever somebody usually starts to get a little bit dark or a little bit serious, like a little bit too serious in like chat, I try not to talk about it much because
ignore it.
I try to, it's not that I want to ignore it, it's just I'm here. This is my calm down for the day. I already worked all day. I'm fucking tired. And I'm just, this is my relaxation. Everybody else might be in the same mood. They just want to relax, have fun, have some laughs, have some entertainment, do all those kind of things,
Yep.
And the last thing I want to do is start talking about weird shit and pissing myself off and everybody else. Like, just done. You know what I mean?
Right. But
hey, what's going on? Thank you. All right, let me send us off. I know you gotta pee. You're like dying over there.
Real bad.
I know you gotta pee. All right, everybody. Normally I would continue streaming tonight. However, I am going to I'm not going to continue streaming tonight, and I know it's weird for me, but I actually got some stuff to do, and I got snow coming in, and I got to go to work tomorrow, and I got to do all that stuff, and yada, yada, yada. I'm Boarding Clock Studios. You know how to find me. All the stupid shit all over the internet, just the word Boarding Clock Studios, and then all the stupid trash all over the internet. I probably have something somewhere. Blue Kid over there, what do you got?
Just my Twitch, and Sunday, Monday, Thursday, and I will be streaming right after this in Skull after I take about a 2-minute break.
Okay, Blue Kid 04 is going to be playing streaming Skull after this. I'm going to give him a raid right to his channel after it's a 5-minute break. I will not be finishing my stream tonight. I'll be done for the night. But I'll be back tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 9 o'clock Eastern time until about 1 in the morning. I appreciate everybody hanging out with us tonight. You guys are awesome. Always awesome. Possums. We got to get rolling. Blue Kid has to go pee. He's going to lose his mind. Bad. I can hear him listen to him. He's losing it.
All right, guys. I am waiting to sprint.
Thank you guys so much.
All right.
Take care.
Have a good one.